switches up the position, had its crosshair in a fairly right position, but it's still Destrian that picks it up.
9-5. This was the same scoreline FUT had to come back from in that final game against Gen G. So it's a circumstance they are all too familiar with Pavlos. And it's a circumstance they've proven to us that they can convert, that they can win. For Vitality, it seems to be just another day in the office, bouncing off one another, playing together, and then just mating off one another in those 2 versus 1s. It's a terrific afterplant, and as they go into their bonus now for the 15th, Runner, or safe should I say, with only a Sheriff.
And I think Vitality have got a really good buy for them, right?
Yeah.
They've got enough to buy the next round. They know they don't have to risk all that much for the bonus. And if they're able to grab a win here, that puts them on double digits. And quite a scary score for Foot to face up against, given that this is their own map pick. This is Ascent. This is a map where Turkish teams thrive.
Yeah, I mean, we've played on Frankfurt servers. We know how good Turks are on this map. Vitality doesn't even care, though.
No, it's still a 1-for-1 at the end of the day, but look at Crack.
Whoa. Nice one, Vitality.
Just pushing them all day, all night.
Ross is so like really good for like aiming or something like this one. He's really good. He's really good.
Rather blocking his vision drops. Scenic masking his drop. Good micro play. Do they spot him? No, they don't.
Oh, Fender.
Peeking out on time. Well coordinated by Foot, putting them on the board.
Sorry to mention as well there, Vitality, they fight when they didn't necessarily have to, Pavlos. They still had the spike, they still had a chance to plant, and then almost put a fuse on the round. I think once they heard that first player drop, once they heard their captain had already come down, they were worried about being outflanked, and it makes a lot of sense.
The Foot house, a lot of focus play.
It have watch party from Futal. It's just like, you know, atmosphere just look like when he stay like in franchise leagues also.
Yeah.
Hopefully like this is the how I say, like the opening of the franchise leagues for EMEA.
Very aggressive push there through a main. He just about gets out, but his life there, both sides being completely flashed. And so for Vitality, once they secure that ult orb, they get the Hunter's Fury up on kicks. And now it seems to be relax, go quiet, and see how FUT are going to play this defense. Bearing in mind that CNED has a judge on a close angle of this B main position, so running into that has got to be a scary prospect.
Here, Vitality spreading out. I think for Foot, they play this comp a little bit more differently. I think in the mid round, you'll see them all clunking up together, go for a little bit of a, you know, death ball approach. But for Vitality, I think they enjoy messing with Foot here, making them confused about.
They try to bait this thing, take control A and take control B, like split guys. 2 guys take control A and 2 guys take control B. You see.
The Aldrone committed, the recon darts on cooldown, the turrets on both sides being destroyed.
After that, come back to play together. So this one, oh, the good night from Cracks. They got the info already and coming to like stacking this scope. Absolutely, this round is gonna be for Vitality, maybe if they can win on control like this thing.
World of work. And Foot may be behind, but at least they can interrupt the spike from being planted. Kicks, what a shot! Oh, Yadije, can you interrupt this? I think the plant barely just got down in time.
Unlucky. Maybe I'm think.
Yadije taking his movement to heaven. Is he gonna get 7 bullets? He's got 2 of them in front of him. What a shot, but cannot deliver.
But decision for like Vitality is so good from runner and kick. You see, like when after plant and they are leader spot, then just they don't let them fight like 1v1 or this thing, or give them the opportunity to clash on this round. So that's why they just decision to coming back to a shot together and let's take fight.
Time between that first contact and the first pick is a big distance. It's sort of
it's very good. It's really good, like, you know. To be honest, it's a really good decision.
The best way to describe it is
like
engagement. Once that first pick has been found, they
yeah, I like this thing. Example like this one, when you take them some condition, right? They already get B info, and after that coming back to stack, since they already get 2 kills. And now they already got the info. Okay, last guy is a stay shot. So the HP is not good. They still have the gun, so they don't give the opportunity to like split their fight to take 1v1 individual. So they just decide to okay coming shot together and play. Very good. This one is very good decision and mid draw call and decision. Oh,
It's also worked with the information that it's going to be this big hit. Vitality to accelerate, and for FUT,
oh, that was so?
yes, it's a man advantage, but it's a retake to contest with.
Yeah, you always take a risk when you have an aggression push like that. You need to make sure that this
hello,
big site is
hello.
covered one way or
Nice.
another, but no,
I'm
they
just
leave it
trying
open
to
for
watching
time.
this
And it's a
game.
retake that's going to prove it. Oh, Mr. Fallen. Oh no, could have gone wrong. But he's got it all covered eventually, and now it's 3v5.
The ult's about to come online for FUT as well. This could get very damn scary for Vitality.
They should be winning this one. They shouldn't be losing against pistols.
Oh.
Hang on a bit, Runner might have a spray down across them. Gets a little bit nervous here as he misses the mark on a couple. They can't
Right now, you just need to delay the time.
Perhaps it could all be
Oh,
over very quickly.
calm
Wow,
down, boys.
what is this spray?
Oh my God,
Set
say?
but
Yeah.
intercepted by Kraft, and that's
50.
Fo on the board with a thrifty round.
It's not just a 50 round, Pavlos. It is a dominant round. Only one
You have something like
point
need to ask me. If you have question on let me like suggest you can ask me also in this one.
Like to go for in the afterplant. Solid round from them, and unfortunately for Vitality, they've also fed a lot of ultimate abilities to FUT, who will happily exploit them going into the next buy.
I think how you can characterize these two teams as well. They've got quite the fan bases in their home crowds. Right? Vitality with a goal.
Like you know, everyone coming to watching, just like keep them atmosphere just look like EMEA League, something like this also.
As well.
Get out of my way.
You can't mess around with Turkish fans. They are quite the hype ones.
Spike down mid.
But now with the Indian crowd ahead of them, it seems like
I
FUT
got
are
the spike.
looking to close this gap up, especially with Vitality being on Nico here and a player down.
Absolutely right, Vitality. Only 4 players to work with here is, even though the buy's not great, the Space Storm on Runner is going to try and get a bit of impact as he sort of makes his foray through mid. The last time he tried to go for a high duel against CNED, he was plucked out of the sky, and, well, even worse for him, CNED has an operator now.
Again, similar to the previous
See, I seen it. Pick one, nice one. Oh, coming to trade, Runny, coming to trade, but fail. Take.
It's been a bit rough for him. Getting to his own head, perhaps.
So Bajul on short now is going to be equally as impactful.
We take mid and shot control and this thing. Try to take A, coming back to A split. So decide to close door and after that coming back to take fight together. And see Esports, he just watching from this. Okay, pick. Oh, wow, Runner.
Runner is a jod.
Oh, Ataplan is doing good.
I mean, enough fun, he says. Let's close this all out. Kicks. Moving into Yatterjay, off angle, but cannot quite collect it. Mr. Fallen from a distance, he's found damage. Oh no! Runner turns his back, and there you have it. Vitality. Come out on top. Or foot, rather.
Come out on top. Operator retrieve, Pavlos.
You want to analyze the map, right?
Have a bit of a back and forth game
Like
now.
Nike.
See here the lovely crowd here.
We should like analyze for the map or anything else. What do you need, you know? Which one?
Hey, look at all those friendly waves.
Wow, looking the
That
fans.
light at the back, Pavlos, at
It's
the
really
end of
good,
the
you know.
red
Like
card.
everyone coming to watching on this game is really, really good. Wow. See all the people.
We're actually approaching a very monumental game. Monumental
Okay,
part of the
start.
game, right? It's,
This round we start with D4 B. It's gonna play like B split with KO out maybe. Yeah, they're gonna try to play split with KO out. So when drone starting, take we control, and now KO out start. Let's go. One way from attack captain. You know, this one way is very good for helping players to like stay alive in like backside both of them. They can start to stay alive in the both backside like this thing. Two guys staying backside, one guy coming to wreck them or something like this, and they stay like okay, they don't see like two guys here. They don't pick someone at market, so is that means their opponent can be stacked in bomb site. After that, they decide to okay, leave someone here, take a shot, and lob someone at here. Wow, very good mid round. And coming back to contact shot. Oh, this thing fallen. Okay, and now A is open for them. It's now 3v3, and Center still have the ultimate for take this thing.
Bold angle to teleport onto. He
30
just about
seconds
survives
left.
though. 3
Wow.
versus 3 after plant. Lockdown
After
available
plant,
for JJ.
they're gonna use this out maybe.
Defender with a lockdown
Oh,
as
they
well
don't use.
here. And after plant utility already
Use
established.
contest.
Sound
This one use contest also.
counter lockdown Pavlos. And oh, the abilities start to come out.
I feel like the next 10 seconds is them waiting it out. I don't think they want to go aggro in this one.
Yeah, they're just too much emotional with Indian and all. Yeah, correct. Like, but it's one what this thing is very good. Like, you know, in like how I say, like the good signal for like you see, like the audience, if audience like coming to watching, have got like how I say, like the good is a very good to be support. Like, okay.
That they close this round in their favor. All players win their trade, and that means Vitality get 2 rounds closer to that glorious map win.
1 frag apiece, and for FUT, the retake fails. Capiche? Let's see how
Jet
they're
diff.
going to do now with that. I think they have enough money for another buy, so it's still a little bit to work with, but what they don't have is rounds. Vitality.
Hopefully this year I want to see global esports going to like the LAN or maybe like master or champions, because if you see like yesterday they just show like the good signal for like okay, we will be like the one who be complete in this scene also. Hopefully next year.
It's the finances that are really the big killer of games like these. CNED on mid.
They coming to stake on always shot. It's really good.
Sends him to meet his maker.
I think that round, that kill might have made the difference about who is going to be winning this match. Cena not connecting that shot might be the downfall of
Oh, this one.
the first map of this best of 5 grand final.
Runner just try to stay alive as long as he can, and now they take on a split.
But it's Runner to open.
Oh,
yet
it's
again,
very good,
2
Runner.
consecutive. Yedajay concerned of where that one was coming from. Looks the other way, and that's going to be his fall. Forced to save this one. There's no other way they're going to be winning this round.
They've got to. They need that operator out on Cena for the next round. For Vitality. Oh my, Pavlos, something clicked there. Once send-up out that open.
Yeah, correct.
Vitality realized that this was their round to
But
capitalize
like
off.
yesterday we win on Furia, it's like, you know, it's really good like moment, like it's really good moment. I see like a lot of people hype, and I see like the hopes better than last year. I mean this year. Like last season, it's gonna be something like this one.
Got a couple of breaths and he's back in it.
I like how Vitality are hunting a little bit here as well. I think they realize that the money isn't great for FUT.
Yeah, the thing is that they can't afford to fall back too much either. But at least now for them, there's only one.
If you need to compare like this thing, like Valorant is like similar to which sport you need to watching on the game, like this one. This like similar to football, you know, like duelist as a striker, initiator as a midfield, controller as defender, and also sentinel is a goalkeeper. So everyone have the role, have the rule, have the duty to do his own. Like everyone just need to help each other to do something like this one. Other, like okay, sending some skill. Like initiator send the skill, just look like the midfield, send the ball to delete something like this. And last year this one like the mistake from global esports, because they just try to bring 5 striker without midfield, without defender, without goalkeeper. It's really hard to like complete the team. You know, that's what I mean. Like that's one they already learned, and now they just try to bring someone who can be like defender, who can be like midfield, the good striker also, and like combine them and bonding them as a team. It's really good to see. And also like yesterday they still don't have the Benkai, the IGL one. So when like the full team, you can hope this thing, like this thing gonna be a good year for global esports, I think.
This is a close one still. Can't feel drained out and
Can you point out some strength and weakness Indian as region, some general point? Okay, if I want to point out for like Indian some like strongest, is let like mean everyone just need to play like follow the rule, play, and also like you know they just have a lot of talent, and also like the audience still good. But the weakness is like it's not about the effort, but they don't have like how I say like the talent, like the coach talent or anyone to coming to teach them to in a good way. If you see someone like Cody, he is very good, young, talented, Venga, Deadly, who is he? In MCD class, like this thing. Both of them are very good, very good. Like if you see Venga is very good. Oh no! So cracks. Oh, nice one, Vitality. I need to tell first. I am support Vitality on this. I think Vitality gonna beat them like 3-0. Sure.
Oh, and Senna's position is read by the captain. So Vitality now are falling behind 2v3.
Flank set to Pavlos, runner in main, wary of the Omen, but he needs to find that frag before.
But the weakness, I think, because on this region don't have like the much of talent of coach who we coming teach him in the right way. So somehow like when we try to fight.
They know runners back in garage. The question is, where's Destrian? Is he also pushed up?
Oh, let me see this one. Runner. Please. Yeah, shoot. Next one, just try to delay. Next one, very good, very good. Please, please. No! Oh no!
Both win their fights, and Foot survive for a little longer. Yes, they do! Deep success.
Oh,
Around there from
my
Foot.
God.
It's interesting. Both Blade Storms got committed instantly. Runner.
They are good, they are good. Just need to delay more time, just like how I say, like brave a little bit, like confident for killing on Sova, and after that they can win. Like this one, they just miss like 2 times. They just need to calm, like okay, I play first or something like this one. Yeah, correct. They just need some time for G. Their performance is very decent, not bad, not good, but just decent, like you know. Not the best, but decent. But I think it's already good, better than like last year.
Something else to mention as well is with no ultimates available, this is going to be a very rifle-heavy round here for Vitality and for FUT, especially on the defense here for FUT, as their utility starts getting destroyed over in mid. Vitality start pushing forward, trying to guard.
But you know, like when I coming to India before, because I'm the guy who from Thailand, right? So I have seen a lot of talent player in Thailand. But to be honest, I'm coming to India. The people is just the same, like everyone just the same, but no one coming to guide them, no one coming to teach them. That's why like Indian region is not like good as much as they can, because they just need someone to teach him that how to play, like the discipline, how to play, guidance, how to use utility, how to aim, how to make your team like the good play as the team, not as individual. So if there's something have the coach who coming to teach them, so like absolutely one day, maybe once or 2 years after this, India will be great. Oh, that's it. Oh shit. Oh, seen it up. Nice one. Oh, it's not like one, bro. I'm cheer for Vitality, bro. So sorry. Oh, nice one. Woohoo! To be honest, I just want to see like overtime on 5 maps. You know, it's very funny to see, because you know if I play and like in OT it's very intense. Every map like, oh my god, bro, what I gonna do, what I should feel, what I should go. It's very intense. Like everyone's like coming to like show his best performance for win on the maps. I want to see that map more, like all 5 maps to be overtime. So I gonna be reckless because it's gonna make like how I say, like use a lot of time, but I want to see. I don't care.
Coach Grammar says no respect, send it fully, get on top of them, make them panic.
Let's see if they can send it correctly.
Well, let's see. Chief, contact B, because economy is not good. They still have money for buy on next round. I mean Vitality. Vitality still have money for buy on next round. You see, they still have money for buy next round. Their point on this strat, they just want to be like setting on the like spy only. If they can pick or kill someone, he can planting.
But he moves away and tries to regroup with his team, allowing
oh. He's not good. He's not good.
Tries to get
Oh
the
no!
Yadujay from another angle, and a captain closing in on them. The map is all shutting down for Vitality because there's nowhere for them to go. Locked in space, and center, isolated.
Okay, let's see. Overtime. Or go to map 2.
They made a comeback to overtime to win in overtime against Gen G. Will they do it now against Vitality? One round is the difference maker. And for Vitality, they tried something fairly fast there. Having 5 players stacked up outside of B suggests a full execute, a full blown, full fleshed out assault. But FUT do such a good job at delaying with that killjoy utility.
About to be happy with that one for sure. It was, I believe, 12.
Yeah, because if you have the good coach, right? So you have like a lot of player like on play. You need to see like this one. Like if you want to like make him grow like this thing, you just need to have the good coach to make a good team, and after that good team, when they like separate to other teams, they will teach they know to each other also. It just look like, you know, find a good coach to teach him how to play, and after that make some like this one like in the team gonna teach other player to play also. They just need to share anything else, the experience, and teach them like how to play, how to grind this lane. It's not something like, okay, just go in, shoot them, shoot them, shoot them, shot them, kill them, something like this one. It's gonna be something like, okay, you shot them, you like this thing, how I say, like use utility, make someone to file some strength or something like that one.
Bounce to get a lot, but going into the round, they only have a Hunter's Fury to work with. Over on Vitality, they have that lockdown.
When you need to improve, it start from the team. Like start to improve from a team like this thing.
Will this be Vitality's map, or will this be Foot taking us to an overtime on the first map of this grand final season? Look at this push, thinks better of it as his dash starts to run out of cooldown.
New talent can growing by learning from like in video also, but the most everything like, okay, when we got like talent already got the how I say, like offer or opportunity, so when he go to like the good teams, they will learn about how to play as the team, not as individual. So that's why, like, if you got a good team from any teams, so after that when you join and you learn and you can teach each other. So when you teach each other, the new kids gonna be coming to like the new talent coming and learning how about the basics. So it's gonna be like improve in every day, every day, every day.
Little bit of control now, pushing up to market, Mr. Fallen. What can you do? Can you keep?
I think you see why Europe is so good, why NA is so good, because they have a good coach, right? They have the coach, like a lot of people who can teach them like how to play. He can find the info, the knowledge, everything else. So that's why like NA is a good team and EU is a good team. Oh my god, 2D10. One more, one more. Nice one! Vitality, let's go. Wow.
Spike is to go down now. Sender, he's got to stay alive. He's got to do his damage.
At least he's taken one down with him, so if he dies here, he's still done enough. But him being here means that Foot needs to waste time to try and deal
Yeah,
with
correct,
him.
correct.
Try to help out, and he's coming right on time.
Oh, Vitality. Let's go to map 2.
Win map number 1. It's almost poetic. Pav lost that Vitality. Have Runner to deliver that killing blow.
Yeah, correct. If they have like, you know, if they have 5 teams, example, if they have 6 teams, hearing the coach to coming to coach them, now you're gonna have like 30 guys, I mean 30 guys, yeah, around 30 guys to be coming to teach them. It's gonna be something like this, like 6 teams, example, like 6 teams. 6 teams on one team. Sorry, I gotta mute some sound a little bit.
Did such a good job at staying alive and making sure that the attention was.
Yeah, correct, correct. But you know, like when somehow like when you try to watching some YouTube, they don't teach. They just teach like only individual. So that's why like it's really hard to find like someone who teach you like coaching like in as the team. That's why like, you know, like when you're teaching someone as a team, they're gonna have something like a lot of things to know. Like, okay, example, like, okay, that's what I say, like point. If like example, like you have 6 team to coming to teach them. One team they're gonna have 5 player, right? So when they have 5 player. So 6 team is gonna be 30 player. They have the coach code now. 30 player like separate like 3 team, 3 team, 3 team, 3 team, 3 team, 3 team like this. Like they separate like 3 going there, 3 going there, 3 going there. Now you're gonna have like 10 teams, maybe around 10 teams, and now 10 teams separate again. It's gonna be like like the tree or something like this one. They're gonna teach the new player, the new talent coming to like learn from them, like that how to play, how it's going on the system, like the team system. Okay, let me show you something like this one. Like okay, when you see when we try to play, when we try to play just like normal thing. Okay, we replay like normal. Yeah, correct. Like this, if you have the good coach, they're gonna teach you, brother, you cannot pick like this one. You just need to coming to this thing, like if they have not operator or not. If they have, you need to smoke this, you need to smoke this, you need to wait for flash KO pop first, and after that just can pick and dash like this thing. Yeah, if you picking out without flash, like not waiting for flash, it just means you have the chance to play. Like, okay, you're gonna die, but like sometimes player is not like listen to you. They just that playing individual, like die pick or something else and die. That's what is not happen in like in the auto region. They just learning from like the coaches how to play. You just need to wait for some util or something like that one. So that's why.
Resetting as well, just doing something as simple as an execute on towards the A site from an individual
Yeah,
as well,
correct.
right? Recon bolt in, Hunter's Fury to a player at dice, entry in towards the site, you get it cleanly, you force a save. These should be your bread and butter when it comes to a map like Ascent, so it's good to see, along with the complexities and the chaos thriving that these teams are going through, they still are able to cleanly execute what you should be able to do in a map of Valorant.
Speaking of that, speaking of executes, I think it's very interesting as well, given the fact that how these pivotal moments really change the mindset of these players. Especially when we saw this the thrifty from Foot, where we saw a vitality concept
Yeah,
matches
correct,
on
correct.
how the other
Like
part, and
if
then
you
we
have
see
a
this
lot
stock
of
leading to a
in the range of population, like you have a lot of people, you have like this thing we can take advantage like in rolling, more people in scene. That's correct, that's correct. But you need to see like is how it's gonna be, how it's happy like the player are interest or not. Like why they have some player like they don't have sport, they don't have the coach guy coming to coach. Like if you see everyone just play on individual like the mostly, but like last year they another team just try to start to find some coach to be good like this thing.
Away from CNET, we've seen it in the previous 2 matches for Foot
Yeah,
Esports.
correct. We can increase competition and hunger like in player to coming. So that thing like they are just thinking about that too. That's why they just start to like like on Premiere to start this thing to make like the player who don't have organization or opportunity to like growing up alone by themselves. So they just need to watching about how they play, analyze themselves, and if you have something to find the coach who can coach them, you just need to find.
Giving him the utility push, and he was not taking any fights without any advantage. Was
Also,
making sure that the utility
if you
position
see,
allowed
they
that
have
A
a
site,
lot of
especially
things
where he was
like
desperate
the
for
information to
especially leading
watching.
together into his
Like
own site.
I
They had a
like to
double
watch
split
a
up in the
lot
smoke,
on
making sure
this guy.
even if one dies, there's a trade instantaneously.
I honestly, I think that when it comes to runner,
You see, I'm
everyone
watching
is very
his
familiar
video a
with this
lot.
when he
Like
got that off. He's like,
this
what
guy
are your thoughts?
analyzing,
And you
so
see
very
this
good.
change in the mindset where he starts to landslide toward
This guy
vitality.
analyze
And
very
the
good, very
same
good.
could be said about Foot as well, to a
I just
certain extent.
watching his
Foot
him like
really
okay,
has
I'm
been able
coach,
to
right?
be
I
such a
just still need to
vitality
find the
killer
info
right
like
now.
the
And you can
knowledge
see that
to be
even
like okay,
even on
improve
the top
myself to be
lane, now
better
we're going
than
to be
this
going
every
into
day.
sunset. What are your thoughts?
I
Well, I
watching
mean, very
Platoon, I
cognizant
watching
of the fact that at least
Thingman Valo.
Jets disappearing and Razors coming in for these two teams, whether or not we're going to see another different composition come in. You think about Neon being brought in from MW0,
Fira, for Furia. We look at the changes that we've just seen for Safe and Sender right now. Are they going back onto what
Yeah,
was
correct.
combustible?
Like the coach for region is general, like it's the normally, but player need to watch, and you just need to find the coach to teach him also. But the first of all, I think the coach is like, this one is, you cannot like find like somehow the solution to be like the great, because like this equation it just look like, okay, you can do that, but you don't know like it's gonna happen or not. That's right.
Some mid aggressions come through as well, because when we look at Sunset, we're talking about pretty meta plays at the moment, being
Yeah,
able to
correct,
take
correct, correct.
control of mid
Just learn
and
in general
also
public,
early for
but
Valorant.
the general public is that mean like you just need to find the good code who coming to public, and also like the government need to like support them also.
If you could have any kind of combination for Sunset for
So,
Vitality,
but
what would
if
it
I
be?
don't know like it's gonna happen or not, because government gonna think like it's not like the CSR, it's not like charity, it's not like something like this.
As well. He was being a menacing Cypher, more like, lurking around the smoke, but
So that's why it's can happen in like how I say, like in organization more than going is from the government.
As well, going in towards Sunset, we're looking for repetition. We're looking to see if they can get kills here, the ACS here, but more importantly, we're looking to see if they can get these droning abilities on
Yeah.
point, because there's
On you
two
say is correct. Just look like, just look like the how you guys can study.
as opposed to Mr. Farland expected to bring in a Solar.
Honestly, I'm really excited to see the lurks, especially for Sunset.
Because
Given
these
that
things
this
that
is
look
the
like,
first
how I say, like the education for general in like the public, like this thing, like government support on this thing to study. Everyone should be study something like this. But for game, I think
And I'm a little bit
government don't
worried about
like
Sunset
government
because,
don't think like
obviously
this
he's
one
Valorant, right?
also.
He's got his spikes every now and then. He did have a great start, but how is he going to pick it up from here? Because he's having a battle with, himself to be a little bit more free in terms of how he plays, right? He's been a duelist for Liquid for the longest time.
Wait, I
He's been
gonna
able to
close my
stand
cam, my face
open
cam a
at
little
the
bit
same time
because
as
I
well.
gonna drink the
Now that
water.
he's gone out,
Okay.
he's played the
I don't
support
want you to
role
see
a
like
lot
my
better
face
than
gonna
the
drink
initiator
something.
role that he's just picked up on. And this brings to question, are they going to actually change things up on Sunset and, keep things fresh? Are they still experimenting? Or is it going to be, we want
Uh,
to close this out on map 2
it's really
and
good to
force
drink
them
the
to
water.
see what to do?
Like during talk, a lot of things.
Of course, we did get a lot of glimpses of great ideas coming in from Vitality when it came to Sunset as well.
Yeah.
And I guess,
Yeah,
kicking
come,
off
come,
as
come.
well from Foot, right? Again, I
Yeah.
mentioned it. Really good scores coming forward for this close first map that we did have here on Ascent. A map pick, I guess, they have some regard on this BO5, so that was the pick of Foot going into Vitality, with defense being the starting for Foot. And defense was where both of these teams had a 75% win rate. It was the lion's share of the rounds that they found against the teams the other days.
Yeah, and I'm actually, concerned about Foot's defensive abilities. Yesterday we saw against Gen G on Ascent, right? They were so strong, did not let a single round play out, but Vitality were able to exploit them pretty easily in that matter. They were
Next
easily
one
able
is
to force
Sunset.
that climax of the
Did they
last
play
4 or 5
Sunset
rounds.
before? I think
Yes,
both
the
of them
timeout
play
actually
already.
kind of made Foot,
Wait, let me
change their approach a
check
little bit more.
for the
They were a lot more
comms.
aggressive. CNET had a
Sunsets.
couple of
Let's
impactful
see.
frags, but towards the end,
Vitality.
I believe that coming on Sunset, they're starting on defense once again. If they don't find that first half control to be
Sunset,
a
Sunset.
successful one,
Okay, they
like the
play at
last
least
one,
one
they're gonna
comp,
have some
two
trouble finishing
controller.
off this game because
One
if you're 5-2 and
okay,
you're up
they
by
play
that
with
much
GE
and you let
before.
it slide to 7-5, it's gonna be a problem in terms of
Two
mentality.
controller.
I wouldn't be surprised if we start to
And
see a lot of
foot
picks
play. I
coming
think
in
they
from
play
this
already.
Vitality
Maybe
default
they
lane.
gonna pick
I don't think
KO.
it's gonna be a full
I
assault
can't
because
remember.
coming into what we've seen so far, the way they play on defense has been
Wait, let me check.
very adaptable. They can go aggressive and very, very
Ah,
defensive.
yes,
But
correct,
now
correct.
when the other team
They
does
play two
not want to
comps.
pick these fights with you,
One
what
is
do you
KO and
do?
Sova.
That's what I challenge you. You have to find a
Well,
way to get onto site and challenge them for that space.
just look
Yeah,
like how I
and I
say,
guess
like
it's
look
going to
like
change a bit
Ascent
from
comps
not so much
in
towards
the
Foot,
past.
but over towards Vitality, because we're looking at the composition for Vitality, right? They had to play against Russ on the get-go. It changes how you play, but when you look to a more mainstream composition on Sunset, that is what Foot played against when it comes to the True Rippers. Again, this was the map that the True Rippers didn't quite find success. They only managed to navigate 4 rounds at the end of the day. It was cracks on this map. If If you're looking at this heat map right now, I guarantee you majority of this is either from Krax's 0 point, netting a lot of information for the team to open up with a kill, or it was himself getting a kill, because he ended up with 28 kills at the end of that map.
Absolutely, and if you look at the map once again, the affinity towards that A side is massive, right? And especially that link region, that shows that FUT actually like taking that mid split from, making sure.
Guys, I will be back in 2 minutes, okay? I need to go to west room first.
So on their attack, they're so much more, aggressive in terms of making sure that that triple split, especially on the A main, both sides, and of course from mid where they have usually Yerje come in with that killjoy that he did multiple times against the previous team that they played. So they like taking that mid aggression, a little bit late sometimes, or pushing CNET itself at times.
And more spread around the map for Vitality as well, and I think a lot of this is going to be attributed to the fact that it was a bit of a different play style that Global Esports played on toward this map. You're trying to maximize Russ, letting him play a little bit safer when you've got the Dizzies coming out to spot out information. For Blaze King, a lot of these prowlers as well to try and highlight where opponents are positioned, specifically around the elbows. So again, I don't think we're going to see an agent composition from Foot that's going to change. So we're going to see Vitality probably expect something similar that they did against the opponents previously.
But seeing how exactly they played against, coming back to your point about how Vitality is able to adapt to the different way that is played for that map for Global Esports, I can expect a little bit more, I would say, dynamic sort of plays, very adaptable coming in from Vitality. But for Foot Esports, because you said you're not going to be expecting any changes, Vitality probably has an idea, not only just to outplay, but also to just really catch them off guard. We've seen very different compositions coming through from Vitality. If anything, what do you think is going to be happening?
I believe that Foot have a sense of predictability to them, and I think they're going to probably catch that once again. Vitality having a lot more better at reading this, so Sender's mid-round calling is going to be probably a huge factor in this map.
I'll throw a curveball in the mix. If we do get an agent composition differently coming out from Team Vitality here, it could go on the far wing. We could have a Harbor, for example, right? There's a Harbor double wall composition. We've seen them be quite valid when it comes to the global architecture of this map as a whole. So that could be a little bit too far-fetched. It probably won't happen, let's be real. I think we're probably going to see something similar than we did the other day, but
I mean, nothing wrong with hoping, so let's see what exactly will be the team composition for both these teams on Sunset. This is map 2. Kramer Pavlos, on to you.
It's going to be an awesome endeavor. You're absolutely right, Pavlos. It happens to the best of us, man. But let's see how FUT are going to recover. Going on to Vitality's map pick. Map 2, having lost 13-11, that's obviously got to be quite tilting. But let's be honest, they've come back from being a map down before. They've come back from being down before.
That is true. That is true. I think they can have hope on Sunset. I think it's not all done and dusted. I think especially for in this situation, they've played this map already 3 times in the off-season. Obviously, they brought in some changes after Cypher has been buffed up and must have been, a must pick really in the situation, which is why they kind of have the composition that they do. Interestingly enough, they stick to that composition. Team Vitality, the double controller that they do love to play, seemed really strong against all teams they played against so far.
The issue I'm going to raise here, Pavlos, is that CNED, on a sense, just wasn't there in the same way Runner was. Now that they've both moved off the Jets, they're moving on to the Rays. For CNED, this is the shot at recovery. This is the shot to show Runner that actually this is still going to be a close fight when it comes to that duelist matchup.
Yeah, 100%. And I think for Vitality, it's them being able to get the ball rolling from the start. Because it could have been a really easy affair for them if they had had those early advantages. But, it's still good signs that they can read their opponents, even if there are adaptations to their play. If they're able to change up their play style, that should be a way to go. Also considering here, right, Vitality have been really successful on this map. Their composition has been tried and tested already a couple of times. Does Foot use that to advantage to counter-strat?
Feels like they've got to. However, it's time to go into game 2. Let's see if Vitality are going to be able to extend their lead versus FUT, or if FUT are going to strike back. Pavlos, we are going to Sunset.
Yeah, take your seats and get ready for this one. It's time for map 2 of this best-of-5 grand final. It's Foot versus Vitality.
Vitality on the attack here, FUT on the defense. Now, Vitality, last time we saw them play this map, it was that tiles control into the mid-split, which was giving them such a huge advantage up against Global Esports. We'll have to see if FUT have adapted to that, or if they're going to completely avoid it and mitigate any damage done through mid by just using the Cypher utility in sort of more passive sense.
Yeah, but for Vitality now, they're going to take a kind of slow approach into this one. They want to make sure they can get a 2-0 quickly into foot. Every time they played against them so far, it's more often than not led into back and forth maps. So if they get a clean one here and not let foot gain any momentum, would be the most optimal outcome into market. And they're met by quite a lot. Paint shells and paranoia deterring them for a little bit. And you can see foot now kind of wrapping towards that direction, adapting to where Vitality are placed.
CNED now going to be the man to be tested. Man who was tested quite a bit on Ascent. This would be the shot at recovery. Vitality, they want no part in it though. They move over to the safe site, the stacked site for FUT. It couldn't be better for them. With 35 seconds left on the clock, Vitality, they've got to start accelerating soon.
Oh yeah, I feel like Vitality are in big trouble moving into the safe site, but they are moving all together. So they might be able to win out trades eventually, because there isn't a massive crossfire setup. There are a couple of players looking towards elbow. It's Mr. Fallen actually to drop first. Kicks, very successful with his shot. YATCHPARTY isolated and so is Cracks. Vitality don't lose a player throughout that.
It's a slaughter on that ace site. Now CNED on a a bit of a deeper angle than that may be anticipated, but even then, FUT, they're in a 2 versus 5. They need these frags to start coming in thick and fast, otherwise they're just going to get overwhelmed.
Oh yeah, you're expecting something brilliant from Foot to come out here, and Cena's already started that effort. Unfortunately for him, Ada Captain doesn't have the same luck. And Cena against the world, really. There are a lot of Cena fans out here today. Whether he's able to do anything in this one, unlikely. Vitality, first blood scored for them.
Yeah, and that is a dominant round, to say the least, Pavlos. They've shown us that they haven't slowed down, despite the fact that that first map was a little bit closer than they would have liked. Taking the pistol round, doing it with 4 players left alive, it's certainly going to maybe send some chills down the spines of our Turkish fans.
Again, we're seeing a little bit of a switch in responsibilities. Safe right back into the Sentinel role. It seems like they may have tried stuff out in certain different maps. You can definitely see there's some adaptation going around here and there. But Vitality falling back to what they did earlier in this tournament. Obviously, they got better weapons here. We don't expect much, right? But then again, foot. On the previous map, they did have some sheriff rounds go their way.
Foot are indeed Foot, and with Runner leading the charge, he's good for the first Pavlos. This could be the start of a very gory round for FUT.
Looking simple, really, just overrunning with the Trailblazers.
Last player standing.
A simple setup. Double blast back entry from Runner, finding access to the back of the site. Crack alone, kicks down with him. I think it's a matter of finding damage here. Send is low, safe possibility, but no. Runner picks it up, fairly clean again. 2 rounds, 2 casualties in both, so there you have it. Vitality 2-0.
2-0. I'm starting to think that for Vitality. Bearing in mind that Sunset has been almost a brainchild, hasn't it, over the course of the tournament. For FUT, it may be a matter of just making this map close, preserving a bit of confidence, making Vitality really work for it, and then look to Lotus our third, look to Haven, and look to Split. Split a map which every team in this tournament has been very comfortable floating for a third, but we've never seen it actually get played.
I'm curious here from Foot, what do they try and do, right? I think what lurks in the balance here in Sunset is the aggression you can make on the extremities, whether that's taking early B main control, whether that's taking, some effort into that A site. But Vitality seem to be the one seizing control of B main so far, and they actually might go for something aggressive. A little bit different positioning here from Runner, which does catch YATCHPARTY off guard. Cracks is there right behind him, so he does quite literally have his back. But is that going to be enough? The entry hasn't quite succeeded. They need to take full site control to stop Cracks from getting the diffuser. Planter, if you will. So 2v3, still without the rounds of possibility for Vitality.
This is where things get a little bit worrying.
Hello guys, I'm back already. So sorry, I going to restroom. And something happened in restroom. And my stomach is not good. So that's why I just take a lot of time. So come back, and Vitality lead onto, and have opportunity to lead, win on bonus also. Wow. Oh, very good. Let's go, Vitality.
Look at Vitality. Show that
Yeah,
the full
correct,
power of
correct.
FUT can be completely mitigated. And well, now if you look at the economy,
Yeah, you just need to like start to play on the game, and you can watch your VOD. Like you just need to record your VOD after that, right? And start to watching and learn your mistakes. Like your mistake make you understand. You just need to like watching and realize by yourself like, oh, yeah, this thing is not good. So you're gonna be improved day by day, day by day, day by day, something like this one.
For now, at least they've got themselves a nice little buffer.
Vitality looking for this duel in A main, but instantly FUT try and strike back, but the sheer numbers.
Understand is from the mistake, you know. Like when I come being to coach, I say I can say like I'm not good at the start. I'm not good at the start.
Yeah, it's
I'm not
just
good. Sometimes I'm not good in the game also. I just realize like I just need to watching a lot of this thing. I just realize to be oh I'm not good. Yeah. So after I realize okay I go or anything else. So you know that's what I mean. Like you just need to watch. You just need to like learning. You just need to like learn about how to play like anything else also.
Well aware of what to expect in this series. Yellowjay hiding within his own rifle pit. Wow, okay. Finds one, but it's not going to be good enough. Vitality keep up with an undefeated.
For coaching, for everyone else not be like the good in the game only. They just need to have like the like how I say like the mind to like growing up the go how we gonna call that one is a go attitude, right? Like you just need to learn your mistake. Just need to like okay, like you're not good enough for this day. Like how I say, like today I'm good, but tomorrow I gonna be better. So that's why.
Ult advantage for Vitality, but that won't be for long because almost everything's going to be coming online over the next 30, 40 seconds.
Yeah, yeah. I'm from RGE, not RE.
This is
I'm
a
from
point where
RGE.
it's going to be a lot more aggressive.
Reckoning
Vitality, but
Esports.
the paranoia is going to delay them substantially. On the other end, Safe actually picks up one, not untraded.
I've got your trail.
But these Seekers do show that Vitality don't
Wow.
want to slow down their pace, at least throw down a cross. Showstopper coming through.
Oh, runner.
2 kills, and Vitality are being stopped a second. Cracks
Oh, they see already?
and at least he's got
They see
Yellowjay
cracks
well.
already?
But his patience granted here.
Planted.
Is this what's going to allow them to get the victory? Paint shield in their direction is getting difficult and difficult as long as this round goes on. Vitality pressuring and not giving them an inch, not peeking them at all.
Yeah, correct.
Not wanting to make any mistakes. For this is virtually impossible. Send up different elevation as well to add to the complexity.
One enemy remaining.
He does achieve with one, and Yellowjay forced back. That's the save Vitality. What a tremendous turn of events after having such a close match. Vitality are winning every single round so far.
Yeah, and it feels like for Runner at least, he's just come alive. They're even going to try and hunt the rifles, but yesterday here, Pablo.
Oh,
Wow.
The economy.
5-0. And next round they're gonna equal also. Next round, right?
Showstopper from Runner essentially sealed
Probably.
the
They're gonna
Getting
equal
one
for next round.
the execution would have certainly sort of accelerated them. Getting two just
It's gonna bad for like foot FUT already.
the fact they're able to take the rifles off of FUT as well means they're just sat there hammering it home. This may actually be a very early timeout from FUT as well.
Yeah, I mean, not only Foot is silenced, I feel like the crowd is silenced a little bit as well. Guys, come on, make some noise. Give it up for CNED and Foot. Might be that they might have a chance if you give them some more love. Same goes for Vitality. All right, 5-0. Decision making here from Foot. What do they do differently? It feels like Vitality has switched up the pace a couple of times. They've run into B plans that were also successful. Few variations catching the Turkish team off guard. What do they do?
I think once again, they need to make these bids for map control. The only parts they're fighting for right now is A main. That's it. I mean, look how much ground Safe was able to get on his own in that last round. He went all the way through B main, got out of B main, fought a player over through connector, was almost able to get out before FUT were able to respond. I think that it's almost too much respect being given by FUT here. Look at the ult management. Cracks with that null command is going to be the big one to look out for. CNED about to get a showstopper of his own.
Yeah.
As for Vitality, they do have ults to work with, but
Oh, they decide to force? Oh, let's see. FUT.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this match seems to be
They try to take mid control or smoke, take mid control already. They didn't cross at all.
Vitality running circles around the map from foot so far. Out of captain opportunity.
Runner see already someone in.
Smoke will cover the tracks for now.
Slowly gaining map control. Mr. Farlin hit down fairly low on HP, as is Kicks, but if they're fighting it mid,
Oh, Destrian. Like try to take Viper, try to take A control.
Destrian to get some
5 ways, Cypher. I think they know already Cypher is on A side, so that's why they just coming to like regroup on A and execute A. Drop someone at mid like safe at mid. So this guy gonna take mid control, watching, and don't allow them to like pass this thing faster. So like they decide to go in.
Yeah, and I like the fact that the Trailblazer there from the sky actually hit every bit of
But to be honest, I don't like how they coming to Ame shot this thing because Viper already take this spot. He can go with regroup with Viper and drop someone like coming here to mark this better.
No one can use abilities on site from Vitality. Opportunity now for Foot to move in. Mr. Fallen starts well placed. Can Vitality delay long enough? Crossfire to Vitality step up. Safe wary of positions. This is going to be close. Foot are running low on time. They've got to move in quickly.
Oh, they try to take so fast.
Finding the opportunity for Foot to move in. On the spike they go. Sender on site.
Oh, Sender.
So
Oh, Sender.
the leader of the team doing
Wow, this guy, this kid, very good.
Vitality on the board yet another time.
leading from the front, Pavlos there, and I love actually that the thought process would be, okay, you've used your snake bites, you rely on the Viper in that after plant. Instead, Sender capitalizes on that. Instead, goes hyper aggressive, just sprints into the foray. But look how aggressive this was. Just taking every fight he can, one after the other. It is masterfully, efficiently ruthless.
But Nike Kid, I just need to say something to you that you said to me like, but it's not a problem, particularly, but can we not going to theoretical way or something like this one? But you asked me, like, I must say to you, like, when you ask the question is like the most of thing like it's gonna be like theory. So that's why I just need to answer you to ask theory also, because I cannot point to you like what you need to do, what you need to do, what you need to do. You just need to learn by yourself and like realize by yourself, because everyone just have their own style, everyone have the unique, you know, this thing. You just need to learn by yourself and try to find some mistake by yourself, because like, you know, I cannot say like this guy need to point like this one, you need to learn like this one. It's not possible. You just need to find like the own style, the old suit, or like the style that fit for you by yourself. So that's why you just ask me like how to do. I just like I asked how I say, like I just suggest my my things like in the past what I do. So I cannot point like some guy just really understanding on the game that at the start they have to know like a lot of they have a lot of knowledge or something like that one. I cannot like use how I say, like use my way or something else also.
They definitely know he's only got a sheriff, so they're happy taking these fights. And to be fair, I don't blame them. Vitality have built up quite a healthy economy. Out of captain and Mr. Fallen have done damage, and all of a sudden Vitality are with less players alive, but Safe has got a luck in the making himself.
So they wrap up. Cuirass.
Given a slither of hope just to be taken right back up.
Because you asked me how you can do, I just tell you, okay, you can do like this, you can do like this, but you can find your own way. That's right. Like, okay, I just suggest you, okay, you need to count 1, 2, 3, but you can find like the other way, just like, oh, this thing is good also, can I do that? You can do. Just this one is just my word, my way. So you can just trust on your word, your way also. Okay.
You want to make sure that your rosters are performing better than the previous iterations. And for, they put Turkey on the map.
3-0.
Overall last year. This time, they need to
Oh, this time maybe one right now. Oh, if you see, oh, 3 guy going to mid already. Wow, they fake. Oh, big gamble coming to wrap them. He won't guide a shot. Takes the spot. Oh, the timing. Oh, unlucky. Wow. the first up plan just like okay, try to fast A. They take A control, and after that, 3 guys coming back to mid. I like that stat, but the most of the thing like runner cannot pick one guy who's blind or something like that one. If he can pick, it's gonna like perfect. Like you know, if he can pick this guy, so this area gonna open. This guy just forced to come back to watching the runner. So 3 guys coming there and punish him. Wow, that is good strat. I think that is good strat, but just unlucky he cannot do. Yeah, like this thing they play again. They play again. They try to play again.
It is indeed. I think Vitality are actually going to find an opening towards mid here. Safe gets a pick, which does equalize.
Yeah, coming back to take mid. Okay, they saw already 3 and mid. They take A split. Wow, nice one. What? Oh, no one died? What the heck? They need to find where is Omen. Okay, they know already where is Omen. Yeah, kicks takes one. Omen Viper use ultimate planting.
What looks like a great opening from FCT, maybe crumbling around them. Already a man down, kicks with so much utility to work with here.
Yes, Jay. A lot of people have been banking on this 18-year-old, saying that this guy could be the next star of Turkey.
Use flash and found already one. Oh, I knew CF is very good. Like you know, when they play for Liquid, they just play on really slow. But when they coming to Vitality, they play on I say like Sentinel. It's very good fit for him, like for CF. Very good, very good. To be honest, I like CF in Sentinel more than Duelist.
Anything more now is going to really start hurting for FUT.
It's gotta hurt for sure. And what's going through your mind at this point?
Oh my
What's going
god.
through your head? You're like, oh, we were so pressed on Ascent. We had things all under lock and key, but now shots aren't connecting. Vitality have a better read. It feels like they don't have control over their own.
The map control is very good. If you see, Vitality take control A with Viper and take control B with Cypher, so T-Guy can stack and coming to take control on like any side also. If they want to try, to control at mid, just two guy coming here, one guy coming from here, take mid control, go on this way, go on this way. One guy coming to pressure on A, see where is Cypher. If you see Cypher is B, okay, Cypher gonna pushing and try to like pressure them. So just A from guy just need to come back. When they come back on this way, it mean like they gonna meet 3 guy at mid. Oh, very good.
Still a bit of time to work with, but it's all thanks from this Viper utility.
I like they play like how to map control on this thing. I really like him. Like you know on this style, like Vitality style.
And that means Foot have a solid hold over this. CNED finding the last shot of the round. Foot on the board again.
Strike back and it's with that operator on
But this round is not work because CNET offer also.
in the Foot house from Istanbul. Silence. Yeah, silence the time in.
Trap.
Hasn't been rekindled.
They can do the same.
The ult management as well still going in favor of Foot. They do have that neural
Up
net
brick
and
wall.
null command to work with, so the retake still has a bit of teeth to them. The Vitality. That mid position has been
They do the same. They play mid default again. Technical. Time already freeze. Technical coming again.
8 rounds already. That's already a solid half, right? 8 to 4 on attack, not too bad, right? But given that Foot like controlling tempo, you want to make sure you maximize your game.
I like how they play like mid control. They smoke this one, right? They smoke this one coming out from jail and watching market. After watching market, try to take control. If they close the door like this thing, if opponent closing the door like this, closing the door, it send me like this one. They don't have the info for this from this area, right? So if they try to smoke this or smoke this, they can go to take more deep control.
Are well aware of how
Also.
they're able to come back from it. I think they're just in a slump that they just need to snap out.
Brazil get W. Someone wants to start a war, Pavlos.
Oh, they do. They do. Uh-oh. Yeah, shout out to yesterday's match, Global Esports taking down Furia. Quite a match that was.
That it was, and I mean, That was pure, unadulterated passion we felt there from everyone in the building in that game.
Indeed. All right, is anybody shy here? Make some noise, everybody. Get excited. This is the grand final of Convergence. Sliggy gang, shout out. Are you a Sliggy enjoyer?
I am a Sliggy. Who isn't a Sliggy enjoyer, Pavlos?
True that, true that. All right, shout out to all the watch partiers out there as well. Technical pause coming out. 2-8 is the score. Foot finding a mark at least, which the way could work with a footing, if you will. I dare to say that was funny.
What opponent can do? They can try to take control of how I say. Wait, I need to show you.
They lose the last 2 rounds, going into the second half 8-4.
Example, like if enemy try to make me control like this, and we close the door like this thing, we just need to first, like, we cannot close this door because we need to like have the info for this. Like this one, okay, we don't close the door, right? One guy playing here, maybe one guy playing here, something like this. They can take me control easily to watching like how it's going on mid. Also, we cannot leave A side easily, B side or B main or this one easily. We can try to pick the info, like one guy coming here to take info of A main, one guy going here to pick info of B main. And also, if they have someone like try to fight individual, we just need to like react fast, okay? Like if you see like 3 guys going here, it then mean like maybe one guy here or one guy here. So 3 guys coming here, this guy can move to help. This guy can move to help. One guy from this need to coming to watching mid instead. This guy can push A main to watching how it's going on A.
At least I think this is an opportunity for them to actually compose themselves a bit.
Yeah.
So
Obviously they can't have chat time with coach, but
okay. So if you close this door, you don't have this info. You got this smoke, you don't have info. You don't have A main, you don't have the info. You cannot get watching this one, you don't have info. So like, you know, like half of the map is on attacker side already. So if they pick on this smoke, right now they have info. Now you lack of info already. So that's why it's really hard to play. Here, see like this thing, they try to pushing A, like we seen it, just try to pushing A. It's like force T guy to coming back to mid, coming back to retake. But this round, like Vitality already get like CF already get one guy from B. Wow. To be honest, like seeing it up is very good.
Nice try. What can the Turkish star do? Stuck in a corner. Did they expect it?
Oh.
Pre-fires it. And here's Foot back on the
Oh, cracks. Very good.
Foot, is this their chance to get
Please. Oh, nice one. Cracks.
is back.
The no command absolutely perfect as well.
To be honest, Crack is very good. Very good player. And he play KO. Wow.
Quick, precise kills, and then gets onto the off angle for
What happened?
What a performance, and what an opportunity for FET now to make that comeback.
He's a famous guy, this guy.
Great chance. And like I said, feels like a completely
Just
situation.
look like he's really famous in India, right?
Basically, a lot of his moments are coming down to trays not being picked up. Okay, Vitalia did a good job controlling the map, but Foot say, time for us to have a piece of that pie. Vitalia now move into the left-hand side, and like I said earlier on, B main will be tested out a lot.
It'll be just that CNED. He's a very aggressive angle as well. Avoids the utility, but can he get out, Pavlos?
Yeah.
CNED will. He gets one and he's out of there. And as predicted, Vitality will struggle economically upon this next loss. Oh, it's the last round of the half. Doesn't really matter, does it?
They try to reposition is already good, but you know, like they just lack of how I say, like they just try to stay alive as long as he can, because like Cracks can coming from B to A to coming to help him and like trade for him instantly. When he stay here, no need to peek on this thing, like force peek and die this thing. If he die, it that mean like they allow for enemy to coming to control A side easily. So when Cracks coming, he cannot like take easily kill or easily take like that one also. So that's why that reposition and holding like stay alive as long as he can is very good.
Spotted by the cam as well. Tries to delay it a little bit. Cracks finds a Hunter's Fury kill.
Oh, nice one. What are you doing, Kicks? Cracks again.
Unbelievable. And now save call to action.
Oh,
Only good for one, and
Cracks.
for a second
Yeah.
gives a star performance.
To be honest, Crack is very good. Oh,
So damn good.
Ginter of Soul.
What a way to
Oh,
finish
okay, okay,
the
got
last
it.
3 rounds has just been a multi-kill, multi-kill, multi-kill. Currently going 15 and 8. Actually top fragging the server, Pavlos. So we go into our second half though. It feels like the way FUT
I
came
knew it,
alive
I knew.
was Crack setting his shot.
I think I knew him also. I saw his Twitter, like his ex, like in my phone also.
Do they have enough time?
Yeah, then he's very famous.
Close those distances in time, right? I think this map is all about rotations, all about traversals on this map, and I think quite frankly what they've been able to do well, at least at the first stage of this half, is you know, kind of read Foot's positioning and kind of create those gaps themselves.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
Now Foot, I need to do that on their turn.
On their term, and that's the interesting part, Pavlos. Do you think that for Vitality, having lost these last 3 rounds, do you think this maybe get
It's gonna be pressure a lot for FUT.
Runner? He's not really had the impact against CNED that he did over on Ascent.
That is true. That is true. But we're starting to see some, you know, moments where CNED and Cracks were able to come back alive even after a slow performance. And I think Runner was a victim of that the previous map, even though he had some off shots throughout the middle of it. At the end, he came alive. So if there's anyone that can bounce back from this, it's definitely going to be Runner.
Let's see just that, Pavlos. We go live into our second half. FUT
Sorry,
on their
I
attack.
just need to
Vitality
drink water a
on the
little bit.
defense. Will we see Vitality win their map pick? All right, FUT going to mount a comeback and level the playing field on map counts.
You know what I want to see? I want to see some more flamboyant plays.
What do you mean? Five India for than Thailand? How different is what is that you mean? Like how many things or like something different?
Bring us some real Turkish balance.
Looks like FUT setting up
Like about the player or about the games or about life? Like how to live also? What do you mean? Live or life or player or games? I just need something like specific, like you know, specific topic. I can answer. Oh, London. Oh, wow. From life, I just think like, to be honest, I think India and Thailand is like the most how I say like similar to like both of them just similar.
Oh no, the door is closed. There's nowhere to go. Runner punishes and takes him down. Yenajay on the back around. Tries to deny rotation.
From life, yeah, that's what I said before. From life, like you know, Thailand and India just similar. Yeah, they are very similar to like together, like how to live, where's the live, like where's the live, go like anything else, environment, something like this. Not like different too much. But for Valorant, it's something different. Yeah, yay to J, yay to J, yay to J, run, I think, no. Oh, whoa, woohoo!
Rightfully so, Pavlos. Oh,
Wow, you need to compliment on J to J this round.
why did they pick up the 18-year-old? Why
But
did they
for Valorant, just like the same. But you know one thing, like Thai player have a lot of player in this place, and also they just try to play a lot, and that's why like a lot of players just try to grinding on the rank, a lot of things.
converted for FUT, and this is where we start to see that momentum gained. It's a heavy investment into the second round with 5 rifles on every member, but you know what, with confidence to back it up, it may be the right call.
But to be honest, I think Thai player just the same also. Like you know, they are just the same as India player. Like not have the good player enough. They have a good player, but sometimes just decent. Like not good perform every day, something like this one.
Quite the statement. Here's Vitality going aggro. This round shouldn't be for them. But if they can do damage, wouldn't be that bad.
Shouldn't, but it
Oh,
could be. Cracks able to get the opening safe to
one tap.
suddenly this B site may be a little bit less guarded than
And J to J already lurk.
Still a lot of energy
to 60 base, and after this, everything gonna happen.
Destrian on the close angle.
Oh,
Good shot.
Destrian got one.
That might be a potential pickup as
They don't have the idea like crap. He already in J2J. Oh no 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 yeah. Oh shit.
Again, back in. A big off by Cracks.
Oh my god. Big whiff.
How deep FUT have been able to get towards the spawn though of Vitality.
But they got A planted. Smoke falling. Nice one. One way.
Able to pick up another rifle here.
It will pressure you a lot.
Yeah, he is. Vandals as well, Pavlos.
But they got to Vandal. So he gonna save it. I think gonna save is better for try. Better than try. But you wanna try? Okay, just need to save I think. Please go save Vitality. At least you can break their economy, you know. Ah, Vitality, let's go. Go save brother. Oh shit, they got two Vandal backs.
I think they're back here to play.
They absolutely are, Pavlos. The comeback could very well be on. And it raises the question of Vitality. When do you call your timeouts? When do you try and change tactics? Showstopper available for Runner. Is that going to be enough? Rifles to back it off, and for FUT here, it's a little bit of a bonus. Sheriffs on the players who died. But, Pavlos, this comes with a big but. FUT have a lot of momentum to work with right now.
Winning the pistol round is such a monumentous
Flash.
difference. For get to 6 rounds, they were down 7-0, and now all of a sudden they seem like a hair's length away.
Oh.
Nice shot onto Runner. At least it's traded right back up for Vitality. But still, slow pace from Foot, and they've got a play on the
Foot try to play slow pace like this thing. Both of them don't have duelists anymore. But you know, like when they don't have duelists, it's gonna be hard for attacker to go to intercept. Like this, they don't have duelists who can like going straight like this one and pull like attention from enemy. But enemy still have like he can hold, he can lose a duelist, but they can hold.
Well, the neural theft will definitely make it a little bit easier for the attackers. Vitality stick in place. Coming up again, Kix is having trouble staying out of the cameras. Smoke coming
Oh, nice one. Oh, Fender.
No way it's that easy. Paranoia avoided though.
J2J.
He succeeded with a clutch before when it was a 1v4, now a 1v2. Should be more fathomable.
Once again, he's given the call, the mantle of responsibility.
Yeah, so sorry, bro. Never mind. Let's see again, Naked. Bye bye. Oh, that's 3 and let's go.
The power of numbers takes over.
WATCHPARTY has come alive in the second half, Pavlos. Even in that 1 versus 3, he looked damn tasty. But Vitality, they keep their lead. 9-6 now.
Bye bye.
However, FUT now hot on their heels. Cracks as well, continuing to have an immortal game. But will it be enough? Will it be enough without CNED doing one of his characteristic performances?
I think at the end of the day, you've got to think that was a bonus round, right? That's one where, you know, you expected to do the most amount of damage. And I think that's exactly what they did. Not only did they get spike plant, but they killed 4 out of the 5 players. So it's the next best option after a round victory. Oh my, did they get close to that result as well?
Yeah, they did, and for Vitality, look at the amount of utility that's been burned from both teams here, and this is within the first 15 seconds.
Well, if you see, for FUT, they lost of map control. You see, right now it's already 1 minute, right? They waste the time for like 40 minutes. I mean 40 seconds. And now they just have only one spread that they control. This one, they just have like only this spread to take control. It's really hard to play, like, you know, they just need to regroup and play together, so they don't have the info to play, they don't have how to play. Oh, what happened? Okay, and now, you see, already 1 minute pass, they still don't have the control, but this thing they have the info already, so they're just coming back to stack B, one guy ready to coming to help.
He doesn't lead, and that's going to make it a little bit more difficult for Foot, given that Sender and Vitality are all here to defend. showstopper in yesterday's face, covered with paint, and now with 2 remaining, have got to do it all. Thankfully for them, they've got high hitters. CNED there, but how the captain won't survive long enough.
Yeah, that's why I say like if you don't have the map control, everything gonna be hard for you.
Destrin there to almost seal the deal.
You didn't pull, like how I say, I didn't take the match advantage. You didn't have the map control. All of them still have utility for using in the late of round. So it's really hard to coming to enter of the site.
Continue winning here, I just start feeling sorry for Foot because it feels like Vitality give them a chance, make them feel like there's hope, and then just snatch it away from it. It's as if you give candy to a child and then just take it away.
Or slap the ice cream out of their hands.
That is even more evil. I mean, both of them are pretty evil, not gonna lie, and Vitality right now, definitely acting as if, you know, the anti-heroes in this one.
You're absolutely right. Timeout called, I believe, by Vitality, so...
Technical pause?
Just not one called by Vitality. We'll have to see what happens once we resume the game. But I'll tell you what, Pavlos, when it sort of comes to narrative here for Vitality, bear in mind that FUT, before the roster changes, was considered sort of up there amongst the best in Europe. Vitality also gunning for that position. Do you think that, having seen Vitality now perform against FUT, do you think they're going to be able to perform against the likes of Liquid, for instance?
I think the fact that Salah has got players that he can mold into how he perceives the game to be played out himself, Salah, by the way, being the coach of Vitality, will make it a lot easier for him, right? Runner, kicks, both of them having a lot of raw talent that still haven't, you know, fallen into bad pits of behavior. I think what the issue was with Vitality last time around is that there were too many ways that players wanted to play the game, there were too many sort of opinions around, and no one could really get on the same page. Now, they've got a chance to completely change that right from the start. And the talent was always there. The fact that they've got Runner, Safe, and Kicks together now in this roster, it just looks even stronger.
Yeah, it absolutely does, Pavlos. And
so to answer your question, yes, I do see them challenging the likes of Team Liquid, yes.
To follow the question up, actually, for FUT, I actually think they could do the same. I think we have seen some real potential from this team.
I think potential is the only thing we've seen so far.
Yeah.
But we also see the fact that Mr. Fallen isn't quite used to this new roster, right? I think he's realized that IGLing a roster from the start, from the beginning, is much more difficult than retaining a team and, you know, progressing your performance in a roster that you've been in with 2 years, right? So building up a new project is a completely different task. So Mr. Fallen, even though he's, you know, crowned as the player in Turkey that not only has made his country known for their aim, but also for their brain, has got his brain to work on for this season as well, in areas that he hasn't had the experience to do so much before.
It's got to go into drive, doesn't it, Pavlos?
It really does.
I think for FUT here, 4 rounds is by all means doable. We have seen 4 rounds get achieved by them, both on Ascent. We've seen them do the same on Sunset here. My thought process though is 4 rounds in a row, is it enough? Like the tempo, they've been able to switch it, they've not been able to hold it. And I think that partly comes down to the fact that Runner and this map Sender have done such a good job at trading so effectively that not one player builds momentum. Every time we see CNED get a little bit warmer, he ends up getting shut down. Every time Krax gets a little bit warmer, he's shut down. The same said for Yetajay on this map as well.
I think the attack side is just feeling a little bit more comfortable for Foot.
Yeah.
I think they enjoy having the tempo. I think they enjoy being the ones that can be proactive and sort of force Vitality dance around, you know. And Foot excel in that. I think they really enjoy that, and I think they've showed that so far. Definitely had a better start to this half. Yeah, okay, they lost a couple of rounds just now. Vitality get the better of them, but I don't think it's pure. I don't think it's purely down to Foot playing worse. I think it was the luck of the draw. Sometimes it does happen like that. This time around, they need to be patient on this one. You know, you've got Sheriffs. It's possibly Vitality get on an 11th, but definitely not an impossible comeback for them.
You're right, it's not impossible, but it's improbable. Kicks instantly fired in the opening. FUT trying to respond with mid-control here, but it's been anticipated.
Save, Diane. Save. Cam down.
And Vitality, yet again, I think it's what they've shown throughout the entire weak is that they allow their opponents to move into positions that they want them to be in, funnel them into a slaughter.
They do just that now. 4 versus 3. Runner going to take a lot of util damage here. He is going to have to back off. It's always util used as well. So for FUT, they are making this expensive for Vitality.
How much more expensive can it be, though? At the end of the day, one rifle can't be all that difficult to bring back, considering, you know, Sender's on that 2.3 creds, 1.7 for Runner. Not too far off. I wouldn't mind a plan, and with a pick here,
Cracks again.
might have given Foot a light at the end of the tunnel.
After captain.
And a boy, Runner wants to stop it all from happening, but I think this is the best decision for the captain. Get your ultimate, go to the other side of the map, and now you've drawn things to a 1v2 situation.
He's still got quite
it can happen. He can crush this now.
Vitality, they have to be very wary of the fact that the first thing Captain's going to do now is try and isolate one of these players.
I don't think Vitality is going to make that very easy for him. One of the things that Vitality be really good at is that regrouping. Having some strong fundamentals in this way, buddy systems all around. This one will be no different.
After captain. 1v1.
The threat halves it into cut in the middle. And a captain goes all the way around, and this is very reminiscent of what Yadajay did earlier on. All you have to do is wait for the clock to run out, and it's just what he's been able to do.
We'll play from attack
but
captain.
the round is yours.
It's beautiful from Captain, once again leading from the front, Pavlos, and I love the fact that after getting that first kill, he doesn't look for the
He's really good, attack captain. I think he's really good, like individual for this one, and decision to like try to take fight, like 1v1, like separate them together, like one guy going fight, one guy going fight, to make 1v1 situation. After that, he can crush on this round.
He did a really good job on that one. He did a very good job on that one.
I think this one is very good.
Exactly.
Pavlos, it's not in a great spot.
So we were talking about how unlikely it was to get the comeback.
Yeah, I still think it's unlikely, bearing in mind that the ult management's going to be massive next round.
Runner with a hero rifle. Says no more to CNED. I think there's a personal kerfuffle going on between those two.
Yes, Jay. Denying a bit of intelligence, but it's the swing from Vitality. Instantly shut down by Captain. A 3K. All headshots, Pavlos.
I don't think I've seen a cleaner spray transfer this entire tournament.
That is as clean as it physically gets. Captain, he's going to try and hunt for his ace as well, and I do not blame him.
I mean, it might be clean, but I also feel filthy right now after watching that one. Had a Captain, wanting the ace. Oh, he's successful in getting it. The route to a comeback has begun.
The routes may have started, but have they taken hold? You can hear the excitement both in the crowd and on the faces of FUT here. Pavlos, look at the ultimate abilities. Almost every single ability is online right now. One away from a showstopper on CNED. A little bit more distance before we see. Oh my, it's just so filthy.
I'd watch that one again. I'd watch that one again for sure. Hey, look, it's a Abyss round, but at least they don't go down losing too many players. It's really nicely done here by Foot. But as you do say, ult economy is a big one, and right now there's 4 ultimates per side available.
Yeah, so much to work with. FUT, they're going to have to be wary with these executions, purely, and mainly because of just everything that Vitality can throw back at them. They don't have any insta-killing utility, though, with that showstopper not quite available for Runner, but it won't matter. Null command expended, and a push coming towards his B sites.
And with the ult collected, Mr. Fallen, as soon as he gets his unsecure, he's going to be using it. Runner avoiding it somehow, Destrian on site, but he still gets traded. All of a sudden, Foot have got all the control they need, and Cracks can be brought right back into life. Kicks, wants to move it forward. CNED throws down a showstopper, successful in picking up safe, and Sendel all by himself is in big trouble.
1 versus 4, Pavlos. He's got to find his first kill, and he's got to find it fast. Being pushed through connector, and as he backs off, clinging to that Vandal, FUT are going to make it 9, and Vitality are going to find themselves in, as we like to say, squeaky bum time.
Let's roll it back to the start of this map, where Vitality were up 7 rounds. 7 rounds to nothing, by the way. And all of a sudden, Foot can smell Vitality. 1 round away.
They're starting to nip at their heels, aren't they? And, well, Sender, he may have the Vandal next round, and it gives Vitality at least something to work with. We saw Runner with the hero Phantom do quite a bit, but it feels like it's going to pale in comparison when you consider that FUT. Not only have they removed that Vandal, but they're also now just 1 round away from equalizing.
Economical duress, if you will, right now for Vitality, losing those rifles.
Absolutely, and you see the love hearts from the Foot house. You can see that actually in the Foot house, excitement starting to grow, and for good reason.
Look, we had both sides of the coin here, having supporters for Vitality, supporters for Foot, but I think for some reason the crowd has chosen their favorite because there's a comeback in the making, and these guys want to see some good
Oh
Valorant.
wow, Vitality did right now.
Vitality
It's almost to come back.
Timeout. Let's see what's going to happen in lieu of this.
Great to see that everybody is having fun. I hope everyone at home watching as well is having so much fun. Are they trying to do a Mexican wave or other?
Like everyone just coming to fun together.
Maybe goodies being thrown at them. All the more reason to come to the venue because goodies are being peppered into the crowd.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you better rush over here because Vitality, if they win this map and they win the next one, it could all be over quite quickly.
I think it's cool goodies like mouse mats and stuff like that.
Ooh,
yeah, ooh.
The good stuff.
Yeah, the real good stuff.
I hear myself through their TV.
Those poor souls.
But here we go. Not much of a buy going on for Vitality. A couple of hero rifles, a judge.
I like this.
I'd love to see that judge
The
play.
judge makes me think that we're going to see this rifle spit used almost instantly here.
Yeah. And that's exactly what happened.
Oh, sorry.
Aim ain't denied, but I think
Information, but will they have the players in place to stop it?
right now Vitality have 0 information in mid. Only Sender perhaps for the deep side of it.
Oh, yeah to J. Yeah to J again. This guy crushed maybe 2 or 3 rounds for FUT. He's very good kid to play. Wow. I'm very impressed on him like A2J.
I believe Runner peeking, got all the information he needed, and now they can just place their players in a position where they can defend against Marcus. Safe in the corner, unchecked. We'll have to
See, let's try to fight.
Again, this is a pistol round by Vitality. Winning this one would be shooting upwards.
The neural theft gives so much information. The push now comes around what looks like towards A, so it's time for Destrian to shine, Pavlos.
Oh no!
No!
All was needed was 1 HP to take Cena down, and a snake bite causes his death.
The rotation's going from Captain from the flank, but there isn't enough time, Pavlos. There's only about 10 seconds
Wow.
left.
This ultimate is so good. You see? They can hiding.
But
Oh.
Captain reads his corner position, and there you go, Foot back into the fight. They need to get the spike down.
Is there enough time? Oh, they're cutting it close, Pavlos.
Oh, they get
Oh,
it.
time.
Quite.
No.
Not quite. Vitality. The masters of time. The sands of time slip between their fingers as they weave their way into an 11th. 2 rounds separate them. Those same 2 rounds would give Vitality a lead here, would give them more than a lead, would give them a victory, Pavlos. And that's got to harm the confidence of FUT.
Oh my God, the fact that Cena ties there early. And yeah, no, it was a great effort from Foot to try and bring it back. But still, Vitality, I think the props is deserving for them because they started that round with Sheriffs, Judge, and a couple of Vandals. They weren't the favorites for sure.
They were not the favorites for sure, Pavlos. Safe, getting bullied by Utility in short there. He's able to defend it though as Cena looks to extend into Kicks, gets a bit of information to work with. Kicks not looking to fight, instead looking once again to delay.
Now Runner might be challenged here. Trailblazer, opportunity to be taking a move to the smoke. Out of Captain getting a shot onto Runner. Very nicely done, Foot. They need to react quickly because losing this round would mean that Vitality get to themselves.
Oh, yeah to J.
And,
Oh, Kicks.
they're moving forward.
Oh, fight, a lot of fight. Oh, And see what has happened when they take fight. This guy Sova already take B spot.
And all of a sudden, Vitality are ahead.
They already take B spot, this thing, and punish him. It's really good from, if you see this round, they just try to fight mid a lot. If you see, they just try to fight on mid, and after that, one guy from here try to sticky, this thing, coming to take control, and after that, punish them.
30 seconds
There is a world
Wow.
where Sender picks this up. What a world would that be? Cracks, reads it.
Finally, FUT found how to play on this game. Like, not how to play on this game, it's just like how to control on this map. After I saw that one, they just stuck on B main, right? And one guy stuck on mid. They don't have map control, but right now they have map control. They just try to fight, pull off rotation, coming to mid.
And as once again we enter sort of the final three, the final 4 rounds.
Like this thing, they try to fight on mid, pull off rotation to interest on him and drop someone like Sova coming to sneaky and take mid B main control, and after that punish him.
So maybe a
Wow.
bit of misplay, miscoordination that ended up
Use knight to A,
a few more players. Still,
Yeah.
let's go into the hands of Foot.
got info already to pushing A, so
From Vitality.
come back to mid, come back to regroup on B.
They know
They know already, like already 3A.
has worked for them, and once again they're going to try and shatter this Vitality defense.
One-way smoke enabled here from Save. He's definitely blind though, so he won't be able to use it to try and get one of these kills. Jumping over one of the triple, I've seen it. Has to drop back here.
Oh, safe.
Reads it, and it's still a trade. Destry to the back of the site. He's got a classic, so he's going to help. Well, wait for Runner to help him instead. Showstopper enabled, and Foot just ease back straight away. Don't want any of this, and leave Genji to die.
Oh my god.
Off the rest of Foot, they pummel their way, they barrel their way down to A with Yetajay, with Mr. Fallen, left alone in mid to buy time, much needed time.
That's a linchpin position. And I think the entirety of Foot...
They're gonna try for flank. No one coming to check.
Wait a minute. He's going all the way around, and no one is checking his direction. Oh boy,
Oh,
this could be
no.
deadly moving in. There's Destrin. That's a free
Okay,
kill.
they know already,
And
one
that's
guy
a 3
flanking.
versus 3. Cracks knowing where the rest of them are coming, but Vitality need to care of their behinds because Mr. Fallen...
Oh, Mr. Fallen.
Triple kill, Quadra, and that's the clutch.
What a clutch! It's not even needed for the final players. It doesn't
Wow.
matter that you have
We need to
players
compliment
in
on
position
Mr.
for the
Fallen
upper
this
pass.
on
All
this
you
round.
needed was Mr. Fallen on that Sova, on that flank. 11-2, 11 Pavlos. It's all to play for, and the economy of Vitality, it is in a dire position. Yes, there's a buy, but if that goes, Pavlos, then
They
Vitality
win on
are in
individual also on
serious,
this
serious
one.
trouble.
Mr. Fallen, take a bow.
Right here.
And now 11 and 11. Who wins?
Igniting
Take it all.
Foot's hopes in this
Like,
one.
but for like
Again,
actually,
we're gonna say
this
that
round
we're
Vitality
gonna
cannot
give
lose
Vitality
because if they
the
lose next
snap
round, if you see the
7
money,
rounds to nothing.
equal already. They cannot lose this round.
Perseverance is everything this game.
Right.
If they lose this round, it means like they keep them to 13.
And nothing but
And
sagacity
11.
from either side now. As
You know,
Foot
it's
get
gonna
ready
be
to
like,
hit the
how I say, like
side
the
of
nightmare
been
for
hit
this
and
map.
miss for them throughout this map. Now is a chance for redemption, Pavlos.
Vitality definitely going to play this as slow. Kicks will try and get a kill without being traded himself, but he's got painful thrown out at him. Hunter's Fury here from Mr. Fallen. It's going to be important.
Oh, Mr. Fallen.
Incredible! And Foot are ahead.
Plant goes down, 4 versus 5 retake. Make that a 3 versus 5 retake, Pavlos. The reposition comes out, Vitality. At what point do they call to save? Look at the money. There's nothing behind these Vandals.
No, they've got
Oh,
to save.
they
definitely have
need
to
to
save.
save,
No
they
other
need to
way.
save.
Knowing there's 5 players, no, they haven't done any
They still
damage.
have 3 guys, but they need to save because on next round they're gonna have, they don't have money for buy to play and next round
This time
also.
they're getting the lead for the first time this series.
My, oh my, FUT. But 12-11, Vitality. It looked like a seal's deal. It looked done and dusted. From the grave, Foot have shown us that there's still life within these Turks.
That's what we get for counting them out. That's what we get for denying that these guys have incredible comeback capabilities. Now, Vitality going to try their best to save these guns. Like you said, they have nothing.
Oh no.
Oh, lose 2 out of 3 and kicks barely
Oh,
stand
they
in
have
6
3
points
gun,
down.
but they lost
The
2
original
gun. No, no.
Vitality,
It's okay, they still can buy, but some utility is not like the properly like full utility.
ranks.
they're gonna have some a little bit like
Who'd have
someone
thought it
lost,
would take them
like
this long to
Nate,
become favourites
Stun,
in this
or
map?
Blast
Who'd have
Pack,
thought
or
that
maybe
it was possible
Boombot
for them to
also.
become favourites within this map?
And who would have thought that
And now,
would be
maybe
the
technical pause
first
again.
map point?
My, oh my. Do you believe, Pavlos?
Of course.
Again.
What do you mean? Is there something not to believe?
I see overtime.
You do.
Yeah, I see overtime. I think that this is going to be... I think the winner of this map wins the series. I think if Foot are able to come back on Sunset, convert it, win it, I think that going into Lotus, going into Haven, they're going to be unstoppable, especially Lotus.
Still a best of 5. Anything can happen. Cena's like, yeah.
Let's go, see it.
They've got my back. Full house. And I'd say 70% of them love Cena.
He's hard not to love, isn't he, Pavlos? Really. For a man that talented. I mean, my, oh my.
Wow. I like this atmosphere a lot, like, you know, when going there. Oh my god.
To differentiate who will come out on top. Is it going to
Bro, you're so lewd, bro.
APAC greater than the EU. I'm going to have to beg to differ for this event, especially the 2 EMEA teams. I'm sorry. For this one, that doesn't stand.
Straight into a tactical timeout from Vitality here.
Yep.
I actually like the fact that
Get the coach out.
They've saved that timeout for this last round. I think not only is this timeout for the last round, this is the timeout where Salah prepares for overtime as well.
Yeah, I think Salah's pretty proud of the fact that most of the rounds after a timeout...
I don't know what's like they're supposed to be to this round, but I think they're gonna try to gamble some side, maybe start like 3 on B, maybe 3 on B or 4 on B, and let Cypher stay on A alone. It's possible because if you know, like on protocol for Foot, they just try to take mid control and B main control and just leave someone at A. So you can pick Cypher over there and let Cypher play alone in A side. And after that, 2 guy at mid, 2 guy at B, ready to fight B anytime. I think it's possible.
Maybe, and you know what? It feels like this map hasn't just been a battle of skill in terms of gunplay. This has also been a battle of minds.
Oh no.
We go into this final round. There's that neural theft available for safe, and that's it for ultimates. Captain is going to be able to get from the shadows, but unless Krax does another one of his miracle rounds, I don't think Foot are going to have many other ults to work with.
I think under any other circumstances, safe would
Try to take B control, play.
That's what he's used to. Yeah. That's his role. I wonder right now in the position of a sentinel, he feels a little bit more limited.
Potentially. Through mid. Looks like Foot are gaining quite a bit of map control, Pavlos, without really being contested. Vitality, they want to play for the executions, they want to play for the after plants from the looks of things.
Need to take double control. Oh, four.
That is so much info.
It's so much.
To work with now. The game is afoot. Vitality know where the push is coming from. Can they stop it?
Even though
Oh,
early, the spike plant
Sender
is
fell.
And with Sender going down, Burr have got a clear opportunity here because now they're the ones defending. Now the pressure is all on the Golden Hornets. Smoke depleted. Recon still up for usage. Cena to the back of the site. Paint shots at him. Vitality going to move together. There's only one on a different angle. That's going to be doing all so much. Vitality might be able to close it out here. Yesterday and Mr. falling in low. And Safe is going to do it all by himself. Shorty does the job. He's got one more to find. But the spike is ticking and he needs to get to it quickly. Oh, Shorty in hand. And it's going to be enough. Foot.
1-1.
7. Solidified the second map for themselves.
What a comeback, and now as we move to Lotus, they look unstoppable.
Oh, they can be happy about that one. What a change of energy, what a change of attitude.
They come back so strong.
In gameplay.
And you know what? For me, the MVP of that map has to be Krax. He was the one that started that fire along with YetAJ.
Yeah.
He was the one that
they're going to
ignited
break,
that
so I
comeback,
need to
and it
going
has
to
come-
break also.
they come back
Okay,
at the start
guys,
with a few
wait a
hero
minute. I will
rounds, but
going to
when
break,
called
find
upon,
something to eat,
started
and
late.
close the
They
video
are
cams, and
Sometimes-
I'll be
sometimes
right back
all
when
that's
the
needed
map
to
3
bring back
start.
your mental into the game. Like we said,
be honest.
YetAJ might not have so much experience playing in front of a LAN crowd, right? So energy means everything to him. That positive attitude is what he required to get back into it. So that clutch spearheaded their comeback into this map in particular. Remember, they were down 7-0, and they're able to bring it all back.
Yeah, it's got to sting if you're Vitality.
Yeah.
And now as you go to Lotus, you've got to have a very, very strong talk with the team to try and keep your psyche checked as you go to that third map of the series.
One thing is for certain is that this match is leading up to be quite the final, 1-1 per side. Let's throw it over to analysts to tell us what they think about this one.
India wanted a good game, and these two teams are definitely bringing it to the table. And now let's talk a little bit about Sunset, where this game, once again, very, very close between these two teams. Now, let's talk a little bit about what happened before. Previously, we talked in the pre-show about how these two teams seem to do so well in defense, but now that's changed. Attack seems to be the stronger side.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can't argue with the fact that Vitality thought they might have had it in the bag in the very beginning. 7-0, having such a stellar start. You look towards Safe getting activated nice and early with the patience. You're looking at Runner being able to get some multi-breaks. You're looking at Sender starting off really nicely as well. You feel like everyone on Vitality is just pulling their weight, but then things start to go a little bit awry. You start to see a little bit here and there for Foot. I think a really big turning point in this series was Ada Captain getting involved in the kills. Cena was trying to get done what he could, but that doesn't even compare to the impact that Cracks had in this one.
Yeah, excuse me, I agree, right? But there is one singular point in time where all of this changed, and that was YetAJ's pistol round. Because that was that one clutch that got the crowd completely riled up, and everybody's cheering for him. And this guy, he stood up, he was taking it all in. He realized, you know what, this is something we can do. That was where it all started, and Vitality's weaknesses were being exploited.
Yeah, it looks like they have a problem when it comes to these hero plays. They get catch off guard. We've seen so many moments where we see a 3K to an ace. We saw that happen. We saw multi-frags in the middle of those rotations as well. We saw one corner not being cleared, sprays through smokes to get a 4K. It's just impressive on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, the only one that actually didn't get any more than a 2K was CNED. No 3Ks, no 4Ks, no aces. The rest of the squad, Cracks coming out with a multitude, almost the lion's share, out of Captain with the ace that you mentioned, and then Mr. Fallen and YetAJ both getting the 4Ks in the mix. And I mean, the highlight as well, that caught me off guard with YetAJ just dancing around default on that A side too. Such a patient play, such a smart play for someone so young. But a bit of a misplay I want to kind of put on an extremity is round number 20. The plant being missed by 0.01, essentially. Trying to push through a Viper's pit after a little bit of damage done earlier on. It just bought so much time, and I thought, you know, was that going to be actually enough to frazzle Foot at that moment? No, they end with the next 4 rounds and the map's done.
Yeah, absolutely. And there were these hero plays from, Foot that were actually the biggest problem of Vitality, right? They were heading into a direction where every single player, just like you mentioned, except for CNED, had these impact rounds where there's multi-kills coming in back and forth. And if you just want to put it in perspective, Cracks was the one, like you mentioned, started off. YetAJ had 2 rounds back-to-back where he got those clutches done. Then there was Cracks with 2 rounds with 3Ks, back-to-back. Once again, at a Captain, that 1v2 that he won. And of course, that ace round that he got, again, back-to-back. And in the end, Mr. Fallon with a 4K round that absolutely probably sealed the game.
Yeah, when we talk about hero plays as well, I really want to highlight that Foot seems to really thrive on ecos. There's so many rounds that was just almost too clean when they played this.
Yeah.
What exactly happened in those rounds?
I mean, eco's always going to be a funny thing as well when you come in towards this map after such a strong showing on your defensive side against the previous teams of Global and True Rippers. That's your only real sample size when you're coming into this environment, exactly in this arena and these setups too. So you kind of want to put a little bit more emphasis on winning out rounds like that, but you can't rely upon them, right? You want to be getting all these rifle rounds, and that's what happened. Again, CNED without him, right? The rest of the squad are pulling their weight without CNED. So come to Lotus, is it going to switch up? If CNED starts to activate, what actually does the rest of Foot look like with him firing up? Will it be cleaner?
Exactly. I mean, when we talk about Lotus, I think one of the biggest things you have to remember is that it's very skirmish heavy. It's a very aggressive map. There's a lot of areas and wormholes where anyone can pretty much just go through. The MVP, though, before we talk about Lotus, let's talk about Cracks. This very cracked player. What do you think?
I think that he is a player who, has his time in the spotlight only after having a bit of, a downtime, I would say. He's got his game burning in slowly. He has a slow burn style of gameplay. He takes a bit of a slow approach. And when he gets into it, he's got more impact in terms of having multi-kill rounds. Like, Komodo mentioned that he doesn't really frag out as much, but when he does, it's always multi-kills.
Yeah, I mean, tail end of the first half, no one could shut him down over at CT at the A side, right? Popping out the null command, getting the 3K, essentially the next round, doing it again. You're starting to feel like, okay, individually, I'm just shutting down the team of Vitality. They need to be switching it up because if they're coming into my location, I'm just this brick wall that they're not going to be able to batter down. You're thinking, okay, Vitality go for a little bit of different control in through mid, but there's no more rounds to play on attack. You have to switch over on towards defense at that point, and the defense for Vitality, it was a little bit lackluster.
Yeah, it was very lackluster. It was very interesting to see this change in pace. And on top of that, when you talk about hero plays as well, what does Vitality need to do to stop this sort of plays?
Isolate them. I mean, they did it to CNED, like time and time again. They found him, but then they have to just figure out how to get the rest of the team. How are you playing around your Viper walls, for example, for Destrian? Are you maximizing them? Are you trying to isolate someone like Mr. Farland to get rid of their information, or Ada Captain? Because previously we saw Ada Captain be a bit of a weak link for this roster. He's taken down early in these rounds, and there's no more smokes. But this time, when he's allowed, or maybe not allowed, when he's frolicking about the map, he is getting involved in all of these fights.
Yeah. And I believe that the comparison that we see in front of us right now is actually pretty good because both of them had a pretty similar playstyle on the attacking side of things. When Safe started off, he was poking that B side quite a lot with a stick, right? He's, trying to testing them, whether are they going to be pushing, are they not? And more often than not, he was actually getting a good pick, or at least giving some damage onto that B side defense, time and time again. And they were getting trouble, Foot were actually getting a lot of damage from Safe in that first half. But then in the second half, when Yeduje came on, he was able to do the same thing, but then he was also more, variable than Safe on the second half.
And we see between these two maps as well a change in roles for Safe. Yeduje still on towards the Sentinel, but switching from a KO, where you essentially, as yourself, you won that map of Ascent. I don't know if anyone caught it. The 0 point that Safe had thrown denied so much time for Mr. Farland to bring out the Hunter's Fury in the last round of Ascent that the timing was missed for a retake to come through from Foot, and it upset the balance, and that was a key component for Vitality winning the first map. Changing roles changes Safe's playstyle with this roster at the moment, going into a map like Ascent. We're looking for that mid-control for them. We're looking for Safe to get those lurks out, and there wasn't really that many.
I mean, when you talk again about the play style of Vitality, yes, sometimes you see a lot of moments where you kind of need Safe to really step up, and it kind of shows in the scores that come forward, the ACS. But when you have other players in the team like Foot, who's able to step up when their main star is not doing so well, what is the idea? We talked about how it's going to be very hard for Vitality to close games, and that's been seen in the last two maps. What do you think of Lotus?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Lotus is going to be a lot more, confident for Vitality. I'm going to say that this is not going to affect them too much. Yes, they have problems in finishing off these games, especially given the fact that they were 7-0 up, right? And they would have expected to have a much better trajectory finishing off this map of Sunset. But coming on Lotus, I believe that they've seen that, Foot can be a little troubled on this map, especially given the fact that Yerje is probably going to be transitioning to that Omen in this game, right? And I think that might give Vitality one little, incision point that they're going to use.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Yeduje, he was really below the performance mark against Gen G. An overtime battle, attack, it was kind of the crucial form for Foot and for Gen G to find majority of their rounds will be going on to this double controller line. So Ada Captain probably has a little bit more pressure to lock down these sites on the Viper, making sure these toxic screens are really viable, making sure that some rubble control happens, because that's, almost a given that we're going to see that time and time again. If you can bait Team Vitality into sacrificing a lot of this utility around rubble early on, you can get these flanks happening at C Mound. It's just one of these common tactical ways that come out on this map. So there's a lot of standard stuff that I would probably be expecting if we get these similar agents being picked in towards this map. But I think my focus is going to be on the utilization of Cracks yet again, because he's still going to be on the K.
What do you want to see from Cracks?
Fragging.
Fragging!
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I just want to see tapping heads.
I mean, we've seen it happen, but it's a lot also towards Jet today as well. You can't really say it's going to be just from Cracks. If the mentality and momentum still come through from Foot, especially toward the end of the game, that's going to be exciting. If Vitality still manages to tie up the loose ends before Foot manages to get hot, that will be the game changer for them. Regardless, let's see what's going to be happening as we go into a quick break. After that, straight to the game. We'll be right back.
Watch everything we work for fall in line. We gon' give it our all until the end, until the end of time. We'll be standing right here until the end of time. Till the end of time.
It's about staying nimble and focused, ready to take on any challenge. We got this.
Stylish outside, savage inside. Lenovo Legion.
We did promise you this was going to be a short break, and that's exactly what it was. We're ready to get going with the third map of this grand final. And so far, so forth, this has been a banger.
It has been, and if the first two maps are anything to go by Pavlos, this could very well be a 5-map affair. Of course, our final 3 maps being Lotus, Haven, and Splits. But without further ado, let's get into Lotus. Let's see our agent selection. And from the looks of it, Pavlos, it seems to be it's almost a mirror matchup, except the Sky comes out instead of the KO. Krax has done so well on the KO. I quite like the fact he's sticking to it. For kicks, interesting to see that he now on the Sky is playing the same on Lotus. Bear in mind that he struggled a little bit over on Sunset.
I think for Lotus, this is a good map for Vitality, given that they got the win against Furia. And I think it was one of the moments where Furia looked the strongest as well. Right, yesterday against Gen G, there were a little bit of cracks in there, and I'm not taking away from Gen G's from Global's victory. I'm just saying that, you know, they weren't at their strongest at that single point in time. I didn't see the Furia we knew. But for this one, Vitality definitely needed to work for it, but then again, also came out on top.
Yeah, so going into this map, I think that, as you mentioned, Vitality did look strong, as did Furia. Both teams in that series, or in that map even, showed a lot of cracks. It was by all means far from perfect. For Foot even, they now have quite a lot of real almost to look at from this map. Bear in mind that Lotus has actually been one of the most played maps in the tournament. So for Vitality, I really want to see Runner step it up.
All right, give me the narrative here, Coach Kremer. Cracks have now switched into the KO. It's not the second time. It's the second time he's played at this tournament. But it's obviously switched from last time they played it over in Red Bull home grounds. Why is that?
I think that Krax has just proven to be so good at KO, they've actually just adjusted their agent selection. Bearing in mind that it's still the early days of the team, you used to have a little bit of flexibility, a little bit of interchangeability between these comps. So when actually bringing out the KO, you just put Krax on one of his main roles.
I do believe it's time to get this game started. Get into your seats, everybody, and make some noise, because it's time for our third map of this best-of-5 grand final. Foot on the defense, Vitality on attack. Let's get this Lotus started.
Vitality, of course, with start on this attack. Their attack has been pretty shaky throughout this series so far. On Ascent, Foot was able to make a little bit of a comeback based on Vitality's attack being shaky.
Okay guys, come back to map 3. The comps are so similar, but they changed something like Cracks, gonna play KO, And Kicks gotta play Sky. It's like different things from them. Let's see what's going on.
This time around, it seems like there's a bit of a stack up towards his left-hand side. Vitality, I'd say the exact same thing. Spike left behind though, they're not giving away on that information just yet. It feels like Vitality are prepared for some sort of spiciness coming out from Foot.
Seems just that. It looks like almost a trap play was considered by Foot there, but for Vitality, instead it's slow, it's calm, it's considered as they take mound control and set up for what might be a complete CX deck into the awaiting Hatter Captain.
Yeah, Vitality split their forces in two. Foot react quickly to that being push. That cover is going to stop anything from moving. Instead, Vitality might be obscuring their pure potential, right? They're making them think it's going to be a C hit, but instead they're going to be hitting towards Yetajay any second now. Yetajay, though, to take one down with him and damage onto Sender. Is that going to be good enough?
The damage, actually, I think may well be good enough. Into the 4 versus 4 now, and looks they want to get straight into this retake, Pavlos.
Vitality have been really good on these post plants, meaning that they've been able to delay Foot a lot with their utility. This time around is no different, but they've ran out of said utility. Only a Paranoia available.
You've got to look at the low HP on Vitality as well. Every single player almost on death's door already, and sort of as the Butcher's Bill comes in, I don't think there are going to be many people left standing at the end of this round, Pavlos.
The main effort is to try and shoot down anybody trying to defuse, but the fact that Foot are going to be moving in collectively is going to make it a lot more difficult for Vitality.
Sender.
But look at this. Sender's behind him, and nobody knows. There should be easy pickings. He does reveal himself eventually, but it does buy time. Vitality here, being stuck with, and it has to be interrupted. And for that reason, this round is going to the attackers.
This round is Sender is really good. They're coming from flank, from A, coming to heaven. Like everyone just try to delay time or something like this one. And also, like the good timing. After that, take the kill easily. Let's go.
This retaking group, and for Vitality, it's textbook. Go to the second round now, and some Guardians come out on the likes of Sender and Kicks. However, but they enjoy this sort of hero marshal, don't they, as the second round by?
I'm not gonna lie, I just got a bit of deja vu. I think it was you that told me the first time Lungardium Leviosa or something like that. I think that was you that made the pun the first time.
I don't think it was. I'm not going to take someone's credit.
I feel like I got a bit of deja vu. Yeah,
that's very smart. I won't take someone's credit for that. There are people out there who are way funnier than us.
Oh, okay, but fair enough. Yeah, that is true. For me, at least, you're pretty funny. Funny looking. But no. Vitality seems to be wanting to take the lead here early. Moving towards the right-hand side. Now, Foot, they've got a marshal onto Mr. Fording, and fortunately for them, he's in the right position to actually find damage here.
Captain actually going very aggressively past this C-mount position, and the map control is going to allow Foot to almost stack up and sort of preemptively shut down this
Kicks.
from Vitality. Bear in mind, it's only a Sheriff to work with on Destrian.
Foot putting all their hopes onto Mr. Fallen here. But what Poison Cloud will make his impact now. And the cross of Vitality push onto the A side is successful. Save. Look at that, turning around in time, and he was a pistol with a pistol against the Sheriff. Not too bad. I think Vitality probably had a word in the previous matchup. They weren't happy with the results, not happy with not being able to close out that map. Both teams trading map picks, and they want to make sure they can secure a second, at least for a second round in this instance. And with Snake Bites, it's going to be virtually impossible to get in, especially with how many players Vitality still have alive, and how healthy they are.
Mr. Fallen!
No one said he can't do any damage though. And he's one shot away from shutting down
Q2 guys and like break the economy for Vitality already.
Run up, the pre-fire works out, and probably 2 frags for your second round buy. You only invested a Marshal and the odd Sheriff hill there. It's not too bad, but I think that if you are Foot, bearing in mind how quickly you lost momentum on Sunset, I think you need to be striking back much harder. Otherwise, we are going to see that sort of 7-0 lead, which Vitality were able to establish on Sunset. And I mean, even when they were able to get off to quite a good start on Ascent as well.
You know what? Exactly, right? You start to think 7-0, that should be a good start. That should be a solid victory.
I'd be pretty happy with 7-0, Pavlos.
Vitality were pretty happy until they weren't.
Very true. Another very, very aggressive take here for A, Pavlos.
Oh, but it's a strong start to the round. Vitality find themselves advantages.
Cracks with smoke, not even really able to escape the members of Vitality. And remember, those dropped weapons from Yetajay and CNED are about to be picked up, retrieved, and then wielded against Foot if they're not careful. Captain not quite sure where to position himself. And for Vitality, they just go quiet. They let Foot hide, they let them get scared, they let them stew in the fact that 2 men down, they've got to make a play.
At least they've got a decision to make, right? It's either hit onto that A site, but with the ground control they can also push towards B. Cracks. He pushes, there's so many players that can just seek out on him. Knife destroyed, meaning of presence. How much presence is the question?
He only heard 1 player shoot, and so there's even the risk of that being a lurker, but when you're in a 3 versus 5, you might as well just stack the position, and it looks like they're going to do just that.
Trailblazer, paint shot to the back of the site, Cracks, falls to B, point blank in front of him, still gets a kill onto runner, out of Captain, into tree,
nice
wait a minute, it's 3v3!
Mr. Farland as well in such a good position, Pavlos waiting for this push to come through connector, they know about
They
it.
knew already.
And they're definitely going to be looking in that direction, that's why they're
Quincy?
going to be using the smoke to try
Got
and cover
him?
Cracks to move into the C side, but Mr. Fallen still takes one down with him.
Oh my god, he's going to be able to get through switch as well. Pavlos, but they've outmaneuvered Vitality here beautifully.
Mr. Fallen is get there quicker than their opponents. And this could turn the entire round in favor of Foot. Safe though. Brings it back to an equal standing. Kicks.
Off guard. Other Captain.
Turvy extravaganza. And Cracks to try and switch it up yet another
We're
time.
away from kicks.
Kicks is low. Should be simply picked
Oh
up, but no.
my
Doesn't look to
god.
the right. Kicks
They just try, you know, like this round why they lose because they just try to play individual, like 1v1. If you see on Russell, if you see on this round, one guy pushing, mid falling, pushing by himself, pushing from A, one guy coming from this, and one guy coming from this. It's gonna be like, okay, they're gonna try to wrap, but after like they already have 3 guys, not stay in this one. You can leave someone coming here too, and one guy waiting for here, coming to clear this one together, and after that clear this post. Not just like going 1-1-1 like this thing. Just separate the fight, and after that lost on this round. They got punished because of this thing.
We're going to see a lot of utility available for Foot, especially when it comes to those ults.
Hi, Nested Yadav.
So similar to the previous match.
Nitesh Yadav. That's right? Your name?
3-0, but I wonder if it will continue in the same.
To be honest, if I were like the coach of FUT, I'm gonna be bad a lot like this round. You got already man advantage, you got 3 guys, and like also like kicks already low HP, so you could win on that round. Like you cannot throw on the round.
That we do. Vitality shifting over to the C.
I can be bad a lot when we our team lose like this one.
A lot of players to try and counteract this. They may even try and go through this.
Good flash. Pick. Oh nice. Oh nice.
Oh, the Captain! Not even needing to see kicks to kill him there.
Where on earth did that come from? CNED now. This duel with Safe is going to be so damn important. The paint shell's not quite landing. Safe going to be emboldened to push further forwards. But Cracks is going to prevent them from
Quacks.
running.
Oh,
Save the day here.
Fender.
This might be the turnaround of this match. They need to be careful though because there's a player behind him. The fact that there's a
Yeah, they know already.
Of Mr. Fallen's position.
Vitality's flank.
They knew already.
Has been so
Mr.
good
Fallen
this
position
map.
is behind. One guy behind. Oh, nice one.
Headshot picked up.
Nice one for Seth. Coming to back to take and play a discipline.
And he can't really pick up a rifle at this point. The thing is, he doesn't know where Sender is. Which is why he's looking around everywhere.
Desperately trying to find that Viper, but time is not on his side, and the upfront utility Pavlos is so strong with a Viper and a Killjoy.
And Vitality don't peek. Not gonna make a mistake
We'll
here.
play from Vitality.
4-0. And just like that, keeping the theme that we saw prior.
Yeah, for Vitality, it's a great round, but it's a round they had to recover. Bearing in mind, Pavlos, that honestly, it felt like Foot got way more mileage in that round than they really should have.
That is true. That is true. They did start with Sheriffs. I think it's one of the things that if you compare this game to other first-person shooters, these rounds where ecos are, I think, a little bit more prevalent, more relevant, and more comment-worthy, and more should be more respected. I think these conversions have actually led teams to successes, and have also
Technical pause again?
Many others.
You're absolutely right, and I think when it comes to conversions, Foot feels like it takes some time for them to charge up. Now, one of the converting factors over on Sunset was that operator coming out on CNET. We see it now come out on Lotus much earlier.
And for this one, you've got to wonder, when does the economical prosperity come in for the defense side?
You're absolutely right, and I think for Vitality, it's when Runner comes online, when Runner has the confidence to continue being sort of hyper-aggressive. We've not seen him really do that yet.
Do they need to go aggressive? That is the question. That's probably what's also being discussed right now.
Yeah.
It's probably what they're thinking about. And yeah, look, we are 1-1 in map score. A map here would definitely do wonders, especially considering Vitality come back after losing a streak of rounds, losing a map that should have been theirs, for somehow finding themselves in a predicament that they're all too familiar with also. But like we've pointed out a few times this tournament, miracles don't often happen twice.
They don't. You look over to Foot here, very
Oh, they take it. They take it so fast.
Considering the disaster of last round when they tried to fight for it. Tree control still established, but for Captain, that Viper's Pit being deployed on B gives the freedom to put stack over to A here. Leaving the Killjoy utility set up on C. They have their strong sides, they have their weak sides already established for Vitality. Seeker soon to be deployed.
Crack slows down himself. Crack grenade, delaying it a little bit. That B site is difficult. It won't be that
Gonna try back B door.
through the right hand side of it.
Flash and not spot someone.
Still inhabited by other captain.
Mr. Farland now has to be sort of the one to protect the flank.
Right now C is open.
Because of course, Foot don't have any knowledge of this position in sort of the front of B main. Instead, Vitality, they've established themselves outside of A towards Link and have just gone quiet.
Maybe this is the initialization of the attack. Duck covered drone, snake fight to the feet of Runner. Second guessing himself, 30 seconds. If they move into the A site, it's a bad decision.
They try to force them like, oh my god, many B, and force them to come back to A.
Nevertheless, CNED isn't able to succeed with his shot, but Yesterday instead is there. Traded out though, means that Vitality are on equal footing. Destrian succeeding. The attack from Vitality is on the road with the A site taking over.
This is now dicey for Foot. 2 versus 4. Hey, they were able to do it over on Sunset though. Can they do it now, Pavlos?
Lockdown has bought enough space.
Okay, you know ready?
To move through. Runner tries to spray through and get both of them, but it's just too difficult. Kicks, turns around in time.
This is how we need to compliment on Vitality, because if you see, we saw when they try to take A control, and I see like they have Viper on B, it doesn't mean they're not pushing B. They can just try to freeze, after that wait for them coming.
I feel Vitality is so good with
Wait for this one, use utility, and after that execute A. But also because Cracks don't have the knife for stop their execution, and also they don't have the info like where is their goal, so it's so hard to play like defensive on this map with KO. I think, for my opinion, KO is not good on this map. Okay, they can adapt to play like Flash, they have to Flash Kaneko, they have the knife, can stop their execution, but for the info it's really hard, because they just have only one initiator, right? So like, we just need to find the info like where it's going on.
Yeah.
That needs nerfing and Foot know over this.
It was nerfed pretty hard on Sunset.
It was. It was. Where did that even come from?
Where did that even come from? I mean, here's the thing. Because Vitality choked that lead on Sunset, I think probably the team talk they had on going into Lotus was less so around orienting how they're going to win Lotus, and more so oriented around how they're going to keep leads throughout the series once they're established.
Matter of closing games, just
exactly.
Put it simply. But again, even though this is a Foot timeout, Vitality can also speak with Salah, and both coaches can have a word. Will finally Foot be able to break through? I mean, it's 5-0, not 7-0, so
that's very true. That is
still
very true.
Doable. They can definitely believe because they've succeeded in coming back before.
Smokes deployed. Flash out.
Flash, taking scene 4, place in default. Peek.
Go
trade. Oh.
Slaughter around the map. That crunched amount is stopped in its tracks.
I mean, you didn't really expect Foot to do much that round, but you expected them to see someone. Like, I feel like Vitality took them out before Foot had a chance to say hello.
It feels to me like part of the concept as well was to try and force out the utility of Vitality.
Oh,
but,
Mr. Fallen.
well, seems to just be a flash of the fan.
Nice one, Renny.
Utility expended, at least when it came to ultimates. And for Vitality now, 6-0 up. I'm getting a strong sense of deja vu. Going into the 7th, flawless so far, with an ult advantage. I mean, for Foot, if it is deja vu, they're going to be more.
Right now, one thing the FUT can do just need to find some, like, how I say, they just need to like win as much as they can. Like they can pick 6-6 or maybe like 5-7 or something like this. They cannot lose anymore like this map. It's really hard to play.
He's waiting for the blades, he's waiting for the operator, but not really having much luck with his rifle.
No, he's not. And, I mean, he even had limited success with that operator once he had it. I think that Runner as well, he's not been having huge success so far. These comparative to what we expect of him, but it's more so than CNED at the moment.
It's also up to Vitality to be able to read those positions and shut him down before he's even able to have a chance in this one. But don't want to be proactive this one. Paranoia again, he can't see a thing. And the captain at least gets one. The spray down could be good for him.
1-on-1. Oh, and B open right now.
They don't have the spike control as of yet, though. I think they are just going to get to a site, use the Omen to retrieve it, and make sure they can hold B here. Mr. Farley attempting to stop that, but he's got to be quick.
Oh, wow. We need to compliment on Vitality for sure, because if you see CF try to take individual fight on B, and after that, when they get control.
Like that, we're going to see him use it here. Bearing in mind that for Vitality, this will be a very
when they try to get control or something like this one, they just leave like this one going and let CF go. After that, he coming to take bomb. CF using ult and take B control easily. So after that, discipline. Very good Vitality on this season is very good.
Can he do? Well, not much. So not much. Puts a quick end to that. Does anybody else remember this score?
I'm thinking back, I may have some reminders. Tell me, Pavlos, what happened last time Vitality was 7-0 up?
They lost.
They what?
They lost.
How?
I have no idea.
I think I know why, Pavlos. It's 2 words, J and cracks. Both of them came online under the pressure. They do not buckle instead. It's where diamonds are formed. But will it be a diamond in the rough for that? Or will it be a map lead?
I think if Vitality lose out on such a lead again, I don't think Salah would be very happy with that. I don't think anybody would. And I don't think they'd be forgiving themselves very soon. I guess at least have the mistakes here in an off-season event that you would in the regular season of VCT, but still, this is a final, an opportunity to just show up and show off.
I mean, this whole tournament, it's almost been a road to Damascus for Vitality here. Sort of everything has clicked, everything has... we've seen the strategy, we've seen the reason behind these big ups. And for Runner and Clicks especially, this has just been a Jubilee tournament for them. 4 versus 4 though.
That is true.
Vitality looking to re-engage onto this C site, but looking how close J is towards Switch. Looking at the current positions of the players on C, this is going to be a hard site to get onto.
You can definitely see the setup and what it's going to be looking like. Runner's going to be using his social to get to the back of the site. He trades his life, and that's good enough because it's still a 3v3. He cracks to the back of it. Yet to be dealt with. He's got a no command.
This one we can we can expect this one. It's really good. It's really strong point for KO because when they try to execute like this thing, KO can use ultimate like this one. KO can use his ultimate like this to stop our execution also. But you can use this guy can use all for 1 round only. That's why I think maybe this item for this map just decent.
Oh. But still has to jump down. Not quite sure if that was audible. Cracks down to 1 HP as he does enter the toxins. Poison entering his lungs. And with the Viper stick no longer out, it's the 2v2, but they're running out of time and Kicks has yet to be checked. Now goes for the swing, spots out a weapon, baits him out, that's the kill. Vitality look for an 8th. Cracks. There's nothing he can do.
It's really hard for Cracks.
The round is over. He can't get the deep goose. Vitality yet again
save already.
Coming out on top.
It will not be a repeat of Sunset. Deja vu will not be discovered.
0-8 already. Don't be Sunset map, please.
they continue to show us why they want to contend to be not just one of the best in Europe, but to be one of the best in the world.
I think it's a completely different matter to be able to contend with the best than be the best. And I think that's what Vitality are really looking for. Ambition. A lot of ambition in this roster.
You're absolutely
And
right.
it's on the back of ambition that they formed this entire new lineup.
Something to mention though is for the last 2 rounds they have been very heavy on committing their ultimates. So outside of these sneakers available for kicks, there's not going to be much past this for a good while actually. Over on foot, yes you have that from the shadows, yes you have that showstopper.
You saw instant?
You don't have the rifles to back it up.
It's already 2A.
Runners already close to the side. But definitely respecting it, falling quite far back. I'm just wondering what their winning scenario is, right? What their saving grace is, but I don't think for this one they have one.
Absolutely that. 5v5 retake Pavlos. A lot of utility expended. Foots, they're on this site fast.
Vitality need to make a mistake here. Looking after the spike. I think they know what gun is best for spraying down in that position. It's got to be the big boy Odin gun. But they've eliminated one of the angles. But what they haven't eliminated, and they're not wary of, is a lurking safe, who is slowly but surely making his way around. Placing a nano swarm.
They play with nano swarm. Shot.
Not even if they wanted to. No, they're not. They're not. But hey, they made that expensive.
Oh my
4K
god.
Safe, but I'm not going to lie, Pavlos. I'm still a little bit worried. Bearing in mind that came down to a 1 versus 1, a round which Foot really shouldn't have had any interest in winning, but nonetheless, they bring it down to that 1v1. They bring Safe down to low HP, and now you look at how the ults have sort of crafted their way going into the final 4 rounds of this half, and final 3 rounds of this half even, and Foots have a huge advantage when it comes to these abilities.
They do. And if they don't win this round, I don't know when they will get around. -3 still achievable. Good paranoia. How have
Oh,
been so
got
accurate
by.
this time around? Seen it does come out on
Did
top.
you saw invest out already?
Kicks down in trouble.
Oh,
Straight away. Oh, just about survives it. Safe falls elsewhere on the map. As Runner at least tries to cover his teammates' escape.
I mean, Kick survives, but Destrian and Safe are already dead. Vitality, at least finally for Foot.
Oh, nice one, Sender.
No, is the A site open now?
Sender, how has he found this control, Pavlos? 3 versus 4. You cannot underestimate Vitality here.
You cannot. What's important is that Yetege could interrupt the rotate, but I don't think he can. I don't think he's going to take the chance.
Oh, he's going to have to destroy that link wall, and Vitality, they're just going to run straight past it.
Getting back on the wall.
Feeling it. Instead of falling back, Sender sticks to his ground. Oh, no.
I love this.
This is so fickle.
Wow, this one is very good.
Pavlos. And look at the flanker, Captain.
But who's he really flanking? All of the Vitality players
It's
are
already
on site.
one guy going. Oh, nice one, Sender.
What a moment. Vitality want to go down flawless in this one. Krax needs to push, Sender, resilient. Oh, what a
Oh,
shot.
unlucky runner.
Still doable, but they're running out of time. Viper split onto the spike. Kicks, wanting to enter, not giving them any space to work with. Snake bite again. Crack. Will he make any difference? Kicks, getting one, but Sender is at the
Oh!
Sender with a double, and that's the win!
Wow, Sender.
Nothing!
A 4K from Sender.
Well played, Sender.
It
Wow.
looks like a gift from a deity from above. Oh my word, Pavlos. What a round.
Oh my
and
god,
what a chance
Sender.
for Vitality to, as you mentioned, make this look flawless. A 10-0 lead.
10-0.
By the fact that these players have all had a standout
But this
round.
one Crash is
All
already good,
showing
like
us
peak, give
why,
tap.
As mentioned before, they
But
consider
this spam
themselves
is, oh
among
my
the
god,
best in
Sender.
the world.
Just you wait, I think they're saying. Seen it.
Oh.
He took that round first.
Finally,
Wants to
they
turn
try
it
to take A
around.
fight.
Wants to
Maybe
put an
4 guys
end
pushing A.
to the crave.
Maybe
that
the
is
first round of
Vitality.
Vitality of FUT.
But Safe is saying, nah. Not
If-
that easy.
Surely, Pavlos, surely Safe doesn't convert this, right?
No, there's no way. There's 2 players taking that same angle.
Oh,
He knows.
they know already.
He knows. a patience game, isn't it? But Foot can afford to be patient.
Right now, D guy. Oh my god.
And that's seen it with
Yeah,
4 kills
we need to
his
keep one.
name, and Foot finally.
Hi,
on the
so
board.
hi, so
Pavlos,
place.
is it too little, too late? Safe has those standout rounds, as we've mentioned, or CNED has those standout rounds, as we mentioned. That's one of them. But even after a 4K Pavlos, he's only on 7 kills.
To be honest, I didn't like KO in this map. In this map, like if he plays solo, how I say, like if he plays solo initiator, I don't like KO to use KO because okay, they have the knife for take the info, they have the flash to make the play, but the most thing like you cannot use the flash and use the knife like multiple times to take like the info during like mid round or something else. It's really hard to play with him. With only one initiator in this comp. To be honest, I don't like this comp from FGT.
Far into the site to give it up now. So he'll try to take some players down with him.
It's really hard to play.
It's a pivot to the B side though.
Oh, I like it, Pavlos. I think it is.
You should run.
Lockdown expended. That's going to allow them to at least get onto this site.
Do you expect so many players to arrive from B main?
Oh, I like the fact they're setting their gaze back towards the
Wow,
side,
see that battle.
I don't think they expect that many to come to A main, but there's alarm bots in place as a contingency.
Uh-oh. You don't look behind you though, and that's where Cena is coming from. Picks up one. And now the captain, the next play in contention, Save says, not much of you is allowed on this site. Still equally traded. CNED wants to enter the
See,
bike.
CNED. Oh, nice one, CNED.
He's so quick with it. Runner can sense his presence, so falls back and respects it.
Oh, nice one.
Is there as well. And Spike
At least
on the
10-2.
ground. And Runner's got so much to do.
1 versus 3, Pavlos. It was attempted by Safe earlier. It will now be attempted by the duelist, the young star, the prodigy for Vitality.
If they win this game, they're gonna win.
10 seconds
So
left.
aren't giving him an inch. Not
Nice
giving him
one,
a step.
NT.
At least the half ends with a 2 consecutive streak rounds by Foot to get them onto 10-2 score.
Now, Pavlos. Comebacks have happened in the past. Comebacks have happened in actually fairly recent memory. And if you cast your gaze back, you'll know that it almost happened on Ascent as well. Is 10-2 too far? Or do you think Foots have it in them to mount an even more impressive comeback than what we saw on Sunset?
Honestly, what do you answer to that? It's so difficult to... Look, the simple answer is no. Foot don't have a comeback in them. But this isn't a simple game. Knowing what Foot were able to do the previous match, you can't simply just say Vitality are going to close this out easily. The moment Foot have got themselves a hand on the steering wheel, that's how easily they can start gaining pace and closing in on them round by round.
So we'll start with a pistol round though, Pavlos. And when you are 10-2 down, your entire map depends on a pistol round. The infamously inconsistent pistol rounds, which so far this series have been favoring your opponents.
Big time. Big time. And I think the fact that Foot has fallen so far behind and is required to have these heroic comebacks, they've gained a fair share of followers tonight. Rooting for the underdog. Well, I don't know if they are the underdog, right? They're the team with
Originally
historically
they were. Yeah.
have got most of the wins. I think this is a fight of equals, to be fair.
Genuinely could be. Going into this pistol round though, Foot, this will be their shot at survival. Vitality. Very heavy presence on A. Puts a few players to at least keep their attention in place, while the main body of the attack, instead, taking mountain control, getting ready to assault the C position. Damage done to Safe, however, his sight not quite besieged as of yet.
So sorry. Oh no, yeah, do J.
Jay's corner was unchecked, uncovered, but still. not a chance of that one. Vitality winning this pistol is basically the end of the game.
It's really hard for FUT right now.
For them. Low HP on Captain. And
Better
already
have
a man
smoke
down.
for Intersite.
Vitality thrust into a retake.
Use knife for take
Limited
CT
utility
info.
to work with here.
At least
Set-
they've got side
set
control
up their
and
control already.
fancy to play aggressive regarding light Met.
For guys, go play.
In further, close.
Flashing.
That's gonna be a flash strike, successful for Foot to
We'll play, we'll play.
Scoreline 4 against 4, but this is where Vitality can amp up the pressure themselves. Paranoia again so strong.
Oh no, oh
From a
no.
distance, it's all looking clean, it's all looking excellent. CNED is all but nothing at this point, all but dust as he falls into the dirt, and a captain with barely any health on him. And Vitality close out with pistol and are on the highway to victory.
11-2, Pavlos. 11-2. Yes, they're on a highway, but a couple of miles back, smeared on the road, is the bloody belated corpse of Foot's Lotus. My word, has this been dominant, and this has been one of the most dominant games, not just of this series, but of this tournament, Pavlos.
And there is no other choice for Foot than to force up here. They've got to take a chance. They've got to risk it all. Or nothing.
All or nothing, and I mean, you see it here. Force spike comes out. A Hail Mary for Foot here. CNED gets ready to lead the charge here. Sender ready and Link through the smoke. Runner trying to garner this advantage. Unable to do so just yet, though, with Vitality actually maintaining this control in tree. They're showing that. They don't want to leave this site. They don't want to play retake. They want to stop Foot in their tracks.
Paranoia really accurate this time around, but this time it is on Vitality.
Oh,
but it's out of captain finding motion.
was supposed to buy.
It's taken over. It's trampled on. And Vitality needs to get back in it. Nice little headshot for CNED, but it's not long-lived. And doesn't result in a kill. They all drop.
Oh.
And finally,
Fast buy.
Finally, they find a reply.
And this is because of Vitality don't try to take fight on A main. That's why, like, it's come back to play passive.
Drums of a comeback. I can't help but think that for Vitality, they've already done enough. For Foot here, the buy's good, sure, but they're going to have to go 10 rounds now flawlessly.
And how do you do that, Crema?
Well, Vitality showed us last half, and it comes down to having some very strong retakes, making sure you're not overcommitting your utility to the initial pick, and better still, if you have some decent players like CNED, like YetaJ, like Cracks, it's going to become even easier.
Oh, unlucky lah.
Make that a lot easier for them. Hey. My brain is going through so many thoughts right now. How does Foot actually do this? You have to look at this round by round, really, don't you?
I quite like how
They just play round by round by round.
Round here, and that's going to be that Viper Spit on Captain. He is one away from being able to deploy it. He has the spike on his back, so for Foot's here, it's calm, controlled, find a site, get onto it, and get that Viper Spit down once your spike's down.
That would secure a round and make it easier. Just makes me wonder, you know, do you expense that Viper's Pit on one that you know you're up against pistols? It's the decisions you might have to make. Because again, a mistake, you're out. CNED keeps it going. Yeah, I mean, he's feeling it now. That's the guy you want to be alive on the server. His defensive
30
side
seconds
is
left.
uneventful.
One enemy remaining.
Oh,
This attack.
this is gonna be comeback for Vitality already.
I mean, if this round has anything to go by, Valorant.
Next round is gonna buy round. So if you see like FUT try to take A main a lot, this thing I think for this IGL gonna calling next round. Okay, let's come fight A. Don't let them coming to take A main easily. One guy need to use need to take break the knife for B main. I mean not B main. I mean I mean for A main in the off area. So this round they need to fight immediately. They cannot let them take control easily. They let them take control again. It's gonna be hard for them if you don't let them take A control. If you still let them take A control, it's gonna be hard for you, Vitality. You need to like realize already.
Frenchmen and a lot of French supporters, a lot of Vitality supporters the previous map, not being able to get a second one in a row.
Now they play the 4A.
But then they've been able to show that they
Knife,
can replicate
control.
those streaks, that they can replicate leading into foot.
And they're going to attempt to do it just now because Vitality still playing fairly close to the street position. This time with the Odin though on Destrian to at least perturb these faster rotations, which Foot's been going for.
Oh, runner.
Trade.
Good trade from attack captain.
Killjiff was raised. So when it does come up to holding up the site, Killjiff would have been perhaps a little bit more effective.
Destrian was trying to be loud, obnoxious, try and push Foot away, try and push them onto another site, and it seems to have worked. Foot, they set their gaze back to Mount now, where they're going to be running into safe setup, but it's sort of 35
They're
seconds
going back to
left
C.
before they execute. Safe is actually in an admirable spot to stop this.
Yes, Safe is running away, not anymore though. Ada Captain has crept through. Ada Captain has crept through. It seems like Vitality might be wary of it, but Safe is no more. And Ada Captain can play into the B side.
Lucky.
Vitality know, they
Spike
surely know. You can see that all the players are lurking in that direction. And Destrian is one of them. But what if he doesn't? What if he doesn't check? He does, and he's quick to find a head. Vitality, 3 against 3. Both Cena and Destrian though, fairly equal standing in this round. Yetajay bringing the team back, trapped to the back of the site. Vitality only relying on Destrian right now, and I think no longer for this round. Foot looks to square up another.
Destrian gets out of there, Foot make it 5. Pavlos, I'm going to stick by it now. I think if Foot's come back and win this map, it seems early to say, it seems like a long shot. But if it happens, then I think that's the series under their belt. See that even preventing Destrian from saving there. Oh, Pavlos.
0 gun saved for Vitality.
Vitality have got to be careful here.
I think the max amount of credits that they had in that previous round was 150. So it's safe to say they got zilch for next round.
This is going to hurt. This is definitely going to hurt. And, you know, as the Butcher's Bill comes in, this second half has been pretty successful for Foot. I can't help but think that for Vitality, they need a solo play. They need someone to pop off. And usually it would be Runner, but he's had quite a quiet map. In fact, he's had quite a quiet series, to be honest, Pavlos.
Surely they do not come back a second time like this?
Not come back second times, I think. Should not come back second time. If they come back second time, Vitality, you have something to change, to be honest.
One of the least brought weapons of the game.
If you lead them like 10-2 and coming back to lose, everything is gonna be hard for you on the next map. You are still confident. Oh.
Could it be a pistol round that brings Vitality back into winning ways? Oh, that Trailblazer was gorgeous.
Oh, lucky, they got flash.
And with that, Foot look to close it out.
Good flash from KO.
Destrian looking for the first pick here. Still on site actually. Look like they want to fight their way out of this rather than play for time.
Yeah, I don't think they want to risk getting out of position. Right now, they've got their backs covered. All Foot players looking in different directions. Paranoia, missing the mark.
Kicks.
Wait a minute.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, nice one.
Sneaky boy. And Destrian is basically barely alive at this
point.
Rougher, Mr. Fallen Scott is back.
Can down your TJ, bro.
Goodness, that was expensive for Foot.
That was very expensive, but I think if you're Foot, expense doesn't matter, it's rounds. So long as they are adding to their number, so long as Vitality don't get off.
Right now, Foot just thinking round by round, round by round. Don't overthink like we can come back or we cannot. We just try to think like let's play, do their best, one round by round.
Out comes the operator for Vitality. Ults are soon going to come online to back it up. Cracks soon to get his null command, and that's the ability you've really got to keep an eye on because that would be the sort of universal leveler in these initial site takes.
Can Vitality make a defense half work? That is the question. And I think we're about to get our answer. For right-hand side leniency. Vitality, I think with a bit of information of presence on that side.
set up, ready from first to hit the safe side.
Oi, Vitality, you cannot let them take A main easily every round, bro.
Vitality, they have time for the rotations here, but do they even risk it? Runner gaining a lot of information towards
They let them take A main control like maybe 5 rounds, maybe 5.
But no, Viper's a bit committed. It's going to be the safe site where the party will be held here, Pavlos.
Vitality have got a lot of defenders nearby. Yatterjay tries to seek out if there's anyone towards the B site, if they can head towards it. At least they get information. 35 seconds. Foot, do they still commit to the A site? I think that's the right decision. But no.
Wow, this contact.
Is that
Green City?
Sort of figuring out, are they going to push in that direction?
Destro may have pieced it together, Pavlos. There is not much
good
time.
mid-round call.
20 seconds
So,
left.
Omen.
But they have to commit and soon.
Destro in the corner, not spotted. Paranoia. He's got the right idea, but now they know where it's coming from.
Wow, yay to Jay.
Eager to get on top here. Eager to not let Vitality get an inch of this defensive half.
I think that may have, Yatterjay.
Coming to save again.
Foot are going to make it 7. Pavlos. Vitality have got a save. It's only 4 rounds that separate them now. What's happening?
Wasn't it 10-0?
It was 10-0.
It was 10-0.
Oh my god.
Last game 7-0, now 10-0. What? What do you think, guys? Can Foot come back? Is this actually a comeback?
Yeah, possible to come back.
Oh my god.
To me, it's really possible to come back if they play like this one.
Sake of the, I mean, the fact of the matter is, Vitality, it's not only 1 round they need, it's 2.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And I mean, Foot are trying to hunt those rifles as well. They're trying to make it as expensive as possible for Vitality. And now as we go into our next 7 for Foot. Pavlos, this is getting real close. And at what point did Vitality start calling their timeouts? I think it could have been called long ago.
It could have. Maybe should have.
Yeah, definitely should have. Vitality's defense just letting them down.
Wow, from 10, from nail 10 to now 7 and 11. Real.
Again, the team that seems to be setting the pace.
You know, it's gonna be like a lot of this thing, like how I say, just straight a lot of, oh my god, we're gonna lose or not, what is happening, why they take a lot of this thing.
It's a horrible position to be in, Pavlos. And I think for Vitality now, Salah, I think at what point do these words go from sort of words of encouragement to stern talking tos when it comes to trying to close out a map? Especially considering this is the 3rd time in 3 maps where Vitality have felt the pressure to close it out. Look at the economy as well. The buy's not great. The buy's actually pretty damn bad outside of the saved operator and the saved vandal. Yes, there are going to be ults available, but they're not going to be used unless this operator can gain some mileage.
The words of the coaches go into the heads of the players when they call to death ears.
Oh, Runner, nice one. But seen it good trade also.
Lead his team into this B site. Snake bite from Ada Captain, trying to stop one of the areas from Vitality's peaks. But they fall back on the decision. No more B site take.
They turn their gaze back to C. However, Krax, I love that. He puts the operator to the other side of Switch just to make sure that Vitality aren't going to be able to retrieve it when Foot turn and hit this C site.
Still 2 defenders here. And Senna has both of his snake bites. Oh dear, not anymore, because he's dead. Sender, close distance can do quite a lot, but Cena jumps on top of the site and takes him down. Caught off guard.
Let's go, Cena.
In a 2v3.
Even damage here would be good for Vitality. They need something to restore their confidence.
Vitality, oldest and youngest, all together. Foot all across the site. And the captain gets it. Gets 2 as well.
Oh my word, Pavlos. The comeback is on.
Comeback is close tomorrow, like just 3 rounds is already close, bro. Oh my god.
3 rounds of difference.
Whoa.
That's practically micro.
Wow, it's too straight, like, you know, it's really straight, like this thing. Oh my god.
Themselves at the start of this map, but It seems like everything has clicked for Furts. Bear in mind, CNED now popping off, firing on all cylinders.
Did Vitality use all that
Oh
time
my
as
god.
well?
Yeah, you have to ask the question. Where's Runner? Full buy. Ultra on both sides. Instant Viper split over to B. Have a sender.
Yeah, let's take aim in control. Nice one.
Actually stopped a full-on assault landing on his bomb site there.
Look, if there's a round Vitality should win, it's this one. For ultimates. Rifles all over the place. Destrian, that's the first shot, and now he can get away
Nice
with
on
that.
Destrian. Going back.
That's the way indeed. CNED having to expend a little bit of utility just to re-clear the position and to make sure that there are no sneaky Vitality players hidden in corners here.
Mr. Fallen snuck into the Viper's pit and put down an alarm bot, so that's a really good position to have it in. They know that Sender isn't close to that alarm bot position, so that nade can do so much towards Sender. It's either the nade or the sprayed out from Mr. Fallen. What a microplay that turns out to give Foot the advantage onto this B site. No command, denying the showstopper. CNED looking to push. It's Yatuse with the opener and Foot on top.
Lockdown committed.
It's possible,
Safe.
it's
only got
possible.
Judge Pavlos. How do they get back in here? Kicks, he needs this first kill, desperately trying to find one, but no heads are being offered. They've got to get out of the way. They have to let that lockdown go off.
Seekers available for kicks. Destrian opportunity to flank, but there's two players holding out that position. Can they do it together? One flash available, Destrian accurate. Krax is low. But he can't shoot another Seeker
Oh.
at the same time. 2v2
Low HP,
kicks.
still take it.
Flash coming up once
One
again.
enemy remaining. There.
A 1v2, that CNED will win every single time.
Almost, bro. Almost come back. Right now, 2 round left
As well.
for
9 to
FUT.
11.
For Vitality, we're at the point where even if Vitality win this, the damage has already been done
Oh
psychologically.
my god. You know, if they win this, confidence, anything else, it's gonna be ruined. Oh my god, bro. I don't want to think last map what is gonna happen in heaven.
The buy for Vitality once again not.
Oh, nice one. Break a knife.
Early on the hand.
And let's go take aim in control. Yeah,
I'm feeling it now.
correct.
A round they should have won. Doesn't go their way for outsmarting, outplaying, outshooting. We're seeing smart Valorant from them. It's not, it's all of it together, all of it combined. Alarbot signifying the presence. Ray takes full stop.
Vitality, they have to rotate to stack that C site, but for Foot, it's just a chance to let Vitality stew in their own paranoia. They move back to the A site, back to Destrian. A man who has had his successes against Foot this game, but in the second half, Destrian, like Kicks, like Runner, has fallen very, very quiet. Quiet as the grave, potentially, as he tries to engage 3 players on the other side of the smoke. 30 seconds left now.
Oh no, oh no.
CNED walking past.
Oh
CNED
no.
finds the head of
Vitality,
Destrian.
oh no.
Mr. falling behind. Sender turns around in time.
He turns around in time, Pavlos, but he
planted.
is not going to be in a position to stop this spike plant. Foot looking to make it double digits, 4 versus 4. CNED on the aggressive angle with the showstopper.
If Safe is able to get himself on site and secure that lockdown, this is feasible by Vitality. But Foot playing the safe, ultra passive, showstopper enabled by CNED, that's going to hold them back just a little bit more. Whoever crossed him, oh, it doesn't even come down to Kicks being shut down by the showstopper. It's Krax that does it, and CNED's got it available for Runner.
Wow. It's gonna be interesting, you know, like come back from 10th round.
A statement that cannot be ignored. You find a 10-round streak, we'll find an 11-round streak.
Oh my. Pavlos, what in the comeback is happening? You can see that at the Foot HQ, the energy's there, the hype's there, and
Oh
for
my
good
god.
reason.
Oh my god. Wow.
It's almost a
What is
fairy
gonna
tale at this
happening?
point. Vitality.
No
Don't
idea.
expect to be the bad guys or the villains in this fairy tale. But as they stand now just 1 round away from Foot, one buy away from collapse, and only 2 ults to help them get desperately to the end of this map. Foot seem unrelenting.
Foot definitely went up what Vitality did moments ago. I can't believe what our eyes are seeing, what they're witnessing. There's no way.
Oh, save. Calm down, boys.
Vitality.
Now they don't have utility for B.
They're in their own heads. They're in their own heads. A clutch is needed. Some piece of glorious Valorant is required to wake them up again.
Oh,
maybe
nice one, runner.
Deliver it for them. Mr. Falling close
Oh.
by. Reads Destrian like a book. Doesn't need vision. He's got it all covered.
And now for Runner as well, deploying a bit of util, actually just to save space rather than to allow him to accelerate onto a
Now they
side.
have utility for contact.
Odin there available for Sendo.
And now C open for you.
Quicker on that Vandal.
That's the C site, Pavlos. Vitality, they've got to scramble to get into position to prevent Captain from pushing all the way into spawn here.
Another captain is creepy, crawling forward. Scratch that.
Oh my god.
They know they're
11.
Why should he risk it? Kicks, oh dear. And saves
Oh
the
my
ball.
god, comeback is real, bro. What are you doing, Vitality?
Everybody is down and out. Look to your left, look to your right. Your teammates are dead. Kicks and Runner. 2 of the new additions of the team have to run back. Foot. They were down 10-0.
Yeah, they fight.
But with this
They
round
cannot
win,
save.
they'll be finding the equalizer. 11-11.
Foot show us why this is their map pick, why this is their clay, Pavlos.
And they don't want to let Vitality save at all, do
One
they?
enemy
Kicks
remaining.
finds one, but Cracks is able to shut it down. It's more important
back
that
for
for
that
the
as
kills
well.
and they die themselves. Runner might be able to survive, but the comeback can officially be declared successful.
11-11. It is all to play for, Pavlos. And remember, Vitality, they do not have a timeout. They're going to have to go chaining these rounds together and hope something changes. Hope desperately that someone out of the 5 can save them from this nightmare. There is that final timeout.
Yeah, it looks like they had one more ready in the chamber. I don't think they used the timeout in the first half. They didn't need to.
That's
right?
true.
So 2 available for later on. Wow. I think we're very lucky, everyone. I think we're very lucky to bear witnesses of this game. Not only bear witnesses of it, but be here live and say that I was here. I was here. And let's be fair, a lot of these players are new to the scene. A lot of these players are new to Tier 1. This is the future of Valorant, and we are witnesses of it.
We're currently all but mere servants, mere peons, staring at the reign of the comeback kings, Pavlos. A sanguineous, sodden sovereignty they currently have over this series. And for Vitality, usurping this lineage seems almost nigh on impossible at this point. And the crowd favourites, now having made it 11, once again go for this map control.
Early secret shot coming out, but this time around, Switman might be able to coming out on top again. Ronald, only player from Vitality to get a kill, and as quickly as that, it's Foot that are succeeding. Safe.
My double's dead.
You need to come up with magic here, but it's so difficult to do. You're facing an entire army ahead of you. No way.
Spike
I
planted.
still can't believe it. Sender. 1v3 required. There's no other way. Foot need to fumble this one. But something tells me that's not going to happen. Unless it does. Both big
Oh
and
my
one from
god.
high, one from low.
Oh my
Point for
god.
Foot.
Map point. Remember, Pavlos, they
Oh
came back
my
from
god.
8-1 over
If
on Sunset.
come
We got
back,
Lotus 10-0
they
down.
from
And here they
10-0.
are, one away
Wow.
from putting themselves a map up against Vitality. Look at that scoreboard there. That sea of red.
Oh my
And now as they go
goodness.
into the 24th,
From
an ultra
11
advantage,
to
economic
2,
advantage
12,
for
and 11.
Guardians on
Oh
Vitality,
my goodness.
guarding everything but the map. As Foot once again set up for this C-take, once again set up to pummel Vitality into submission, opening with the lockdown.
Final chance here for Vitality. There's no going around that. The lockdown now will be placed. Pressure will be coming through. Cena looking to take over the C side. Splash damage, but surely they want more than that. Yetajay down low. Lockdown and retaliation.
They use
though.
lockdown
Look
for
at that.
take and retake C back so fast. So
Yeah,
FGT decide to go B.
We're out, and they still got a minute to work with.
They have a minute to work with, and they still have a null command to work with as well. So they can just wait for Runner to force out that showstopper, instantly cancel it. Yetajay now
No.
behind enemy lines.
Decide to fight. Yetajay.
I think what Foot are trying to do is force more rotations, but I don't think Vitality are taking the bait. And I think for the first time, no, they may have fallen for the bait indeed.
Oh my god. Well
Well
played, Yetajay. Oh my god, Yetajay.
They know exactly what's
Wow,
going on.
mid round. Oh my god.
They've read Vitality.
Wow, we need to compliment on Yetajay and this round, and like after maybe Archetype gonna call mid round also. It's really good, you know, because they just try to TP, make something like pressure on A or B by himself only, and after that, 3 guys just contact to take C. Wow, the mid round is really good.
But the null command is going to make it easy.
And now they got the info, they break utility, and now man advantage, bro. Oh my god.
They know exactly where they're coming from. They know where they're coming from. Mr. Falling, shorty in hand, closes up the gap. That's one of them gone. Vitality are desperate in this. They want this. Buckfoot.
Oh my god. To be honest, Vitality need to come back to change a lot of this thing. Oh my goodness. Wow, what the comeback. Oh my god. Really good, really good. Let's break a little bit and come back on map 4, Heaven.
Oh my, Pavlos.
Take it in.
What
Take
did
it
we
in.
just witness?
Breathe in. The last map, 7-0. Thought Vitality got it, surely. But this one, 10-0 comeback? What?
The pages of history have been written. Scriptures singing the song of a comeback from Sunset and then on Lotus. Good Lord. And that is just map 3. There is more to come.
Mate, how on earth did that happen? Oh my god, the analysts have got the world of work ahead of them to break that all down. Because honestly, how do you even come back from that?
How do you, Pavlos? That was one of the most intense games of Valorant I think I've ever seen in my life.
Look, it's a best of 5 at the end of the day, right? So still room for it, but you've got to have strong mental to come back from that one. Ladies and gentlemen, we're throwing it over to the analyst desk to break it all down. Don't go anywhere.
How are we gonna break that down? This is a game of streaks. We saw so many streaks from this team. I think we saw a 10 or 7-0, and then a 10-0, and then after that a streak where we saw Foot bring an 11 round in total before taking it all home. What on earth is going on?
I don't even know if I want to break this one down. I feel sorry for Vitality. They gave it their all in the first half, but a 10-2, that's not enough here.
I mean, I don't know.
Wait, I
this
think
is quite.
you showed me something you were going to show me.
Yeah, it's a huge question mark on my card because I'm like, what the hell was that from FUT? Because they were so much in control of their attacking half, making sure that everybody this time, they basically kind of replicated what Vitality did, right? Making sure that every time they move in, it's a pack of 3, and they've got one anomaly lurking around, and making sure that that is usually Yetajay, and he did such a good job.
Yeah, I mean, strength in numbers seems to be the name of the game for both of the accounts on this one, right? We're talking in the pre-phase about whether or not we're going to see a lot of rubble control, a lot of C-mount control. We were looking at the attempt from Vitality to try and stop Foot's aggression getting out in towards C-mount, and they were losing it. But when it was originally being attempted in the first half as well, Vitality were the ones being able to win it. These teams are just so attacking focused at the moment, it seems, right now, that going into the next map, I probably am just going to say it's going to continue to roll on as an attacking focused thing, because the defenses for these teams, you look at the agents, you look at the compositions that we saw over on Ascent, we look at the defenses and the retakes that were coming through on that map, they were putting it all to good use. I mean, we were seeing just better performances on the previous map from Vitality, and I mean, one of the crucial things is you want a timeout, right? You want a timeout to discuss things as a team, and the fact that they didn't have them available to stop Foot's traction, it hurt.
Yeah, it clearly did, and I think the one of the most major things about Vitality's downfall on this map was the fact that they just did not use any innovation at all. There was nothing in that defensive half of theirs that you could say, okay, you know what, they came into this prepared, because it seemed like once they were done with the attack, they were going into the second half with a lot more, I would say, contingencies ready for them, but the planning of that second half was more reactive than proactive.
And I mean, you see the proactivity, actually, a good point on that, early on. For example, when Sender takes the little lurk roll over towards the A side of the map, gets the one pick, brings the whole team over, takes control of Heaven, it's a 3v3, the pit is used. Of course, Sender then leads it into a blind, gets the lineup kill. A little bit of luck attributed to that one for sure, but that's where you're really feeling, okay, Vitality, you have this map in the bag. Safe, I mean, he's at the top 4 Vitality, but I want to point out Mr. Farland, and specifically round number 20. The alarm bot into the pit, where the kill is found, a null command stopping Runner from using his showstopper. It just feels like there was more reactiveness from Foot, pulling and pushing Mr. Fallen's lurks as well. The timing that he's pushing through the C site as well to just keep everyone focused on what could be happening at C, because as far as Vitality are concerned, there was so much absence of information in the mid-rounds that Foot were just putting to good use.
Wasn't this what we talked about just yesterday about Foot, about how we said they kind of struggled in that mid-round? It seems like overnight they managed to fix that, and now suddenly Vitality has no idea how to adapt. When you have no clue where exactly to look, where exactly to be focused at, suddenly when you're just picked off one by one, that seems to be a problem with Vitality right now. So the question I have for you guys is, what is the problem with Vitality? Are they choking? Are they a team with low stamina?
I would say that they kind of had a 180 from their attacking playstyle, right? They were charging in as a team. They were keeping that 4+1 kind of structure, making sure that they went in with a lot more firepower. But when it came to the defensive side, they had to split up, right? And that's where I think they kind of got split out in parts where if a player died instantly, their retake scenarios were kind of in a confused state, because they didn't know if we should actually go ahead and try to stop them in their tracks, or should we stay back, play for a retake. Because the minute they actually did that, it sort of became a round where FUT were dictating the flow, and Vitality were like, okay, you know what, you say what we do and we'll just do it.
Yeah, and an effort by committee as well for Foot, right? CNED finally getting activated in towards this map. He'll be topping out this scoreboard. It's going to be the MVP for Mr. Farland though, and I think it's well warranted as well. Being on the IGL, the calling would have had to be phenomenal to make a comeback like that, to keep the team level-headed. And I mean, when you contribute the fact that Krax is running 18 assists, Yedaja is getting 12 assists, all of the flashes, all of the information, the pushing, the pulling, the snowball effect. I mean, look at the rounds in a row. They speak for themselves. Foot have just done a masterclass on attack on this map.
Yeah, and I'm actually really worried now for Vitality. I'm pretty sure right now, if you go ask Mr. Fallon, he's gonna say, yeah, you know what, next map, 12 zeros, and we're gonna come back even from that.
Honestly, it's really a case of it's not over until Conky sings. Conky, we miss you if you're watching. But coming into this game, I think that it's a lot of questions coming through here. Like when it comes to the undefeated, like this tournament, undefeated, not dropping a single map for Vitality. Everything seems so one-sided in their favor. Suddenly Foot come up here, they're just making them work for this grand finals, and it's starting to shake. In that situation, when you have an undefeated team running in that tournament, and then suddenly when the grand final happens and they start to shake, what goes through your mind?
I mean, a different competition, right? In these two groups, it's the format, it plays a little bit into it as well. Foot had weaknesses showcased by the likes of True Rippers as well, the likes of Gen G. I mean, we're about to go into a map that Gen G made Foot look like they're not even playing the game, right? In the 13-4 scoreline at the end. But you come in towards this one, the research, the preparation, there's more weight on what this actually means as well. It's grand finals to get all the prize. It's to, you know, have the fans behind you. I mean, CNED is...
a crowd favorite.
A crowd favorite,
It would be an understatement to say he's a crowd favorite, especially after every kill he gets. There is a huge burst of pride over here, and let's have a comparison between the two players that we've got, who are the front runners for both these teams. Safe, of course, he had a great first half, individually, making those C lurks count for so much, multi-kill rounds every now and then. But on the defensive half, he just shut down, and CNED was, I believe, on 4 kills or 5 kills in the first half. And the second half, clearly, he's bumped up and said, you know what, I'm going to do one better and go straight up on the leaderboard, right to the top.
It's very interesting because whenever you hear, or see CNED not activated, the crowd just starts chanting his name as of trying to help him just find the energy.
Yeah.
But coming into Safe, I think for Safe, you try to see, I think he's doing so good on what he does. Those lurks, those pick-offs, it's great. But in the situation, again, what Kramer said, when CNED is activated, they will just lead them to victory. How do you stop that rampage, that stampede?
How do you stop the rampage of CNED? I don't honestly know if you can. I mean, we look onto what Cloud9 did recently against Foot. They couldn't stop CNED when it came onto this map. And the history as well, Cloud9 ran the same composition of agents that Vitality did. So it's not like this was an unexpected experience of a map for the team of Foot. You can draw a lot of comparisons. You can learn a lot from how a team like Cloud9 will be playing it, or the research in that one. If you're looking at, plays on C-Mount, you're looking at specific agents to take it. You're looking at your combinations of, is a Skybird going in? Are you looking for a Paranoia? Is Runner just going to try and take Angels? You know, with the history, you've already had the experiences on how to counter that. And we saw it with the way that Foot were doing it with their own retaliations of going together as a unit, putting in a little bit of utility and just making sure our guns work.
Yeah, and I think it's really poetic when you think about it. The first map looks very, very strong from the side of Vitality, and then map 2, map 3, the first halves look very strong, and then toward the end, as we see Foot start to come online. The question is whether, again, bringing back, whether it's choking, whether it's low stamina, or is Foot the type of team that activates pretty late? They take time to really understand how exactly to play against a team. Now, as we go into Haven, we've seen some very, very strong rounds, some very, very strong maps from Vitality, but what can we expect from Foot here? Are we going to be seeing another late charge up from the team?
I would say that, after watching the last 2 maps, that Foot clearly have a giant, foot ahead of Vitality at this point, especially given the fact, especially because of the fact that I came into this, best of 5, expecting that Foot are going to have troubles on Lotus and Haven, and they've clearly proven me wrong on one of those maps. It's time for the other.
I wouldn't call it a foot ahead, I would call it a leap and bound at this point in time.
Wow.
13-11, the miraculous comeback in there. We're going in towards Haven where, Foot have played this twice already in this tournament. It's an unknown quantity as far as Vitality are concerned. We don't actually know what it's going to look like for them.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about mental. I think that mental plays a lot of, a big role here.
Yeah.
So coming into this particular game, we have been seeing a lot of games of streaks in the last 2 maps. How do you come back when you are losing so many rounds in a row?
I think this has to depend on the coach, right? I'm pretty sure that, Salah definitely has gotten some words in for the team. Also because of the fact that they were 10-2 up, and that's exactly a sweet spot where, you would establish a dominance in a way that your coach is going to feel, all right, you know what? We're going to let them do their thing. I'm going to let these boys do because they know what they're doing right now, right? But the timeout that came in from Vitality should have been a lot more effective in terms of how they wanted to approach the innovation of this round, right? They didn't actually do much. They were still playing that reactive game, not actually going for these pushes. The C mound was a bit of an extension, but that was it. They didn't really try to pinch Foot into any corners at all, and there was a lot of gaps in this play. And now I'm pretty sure that the transition we saw from map 1 to map 2 and map 2 to map 3 was different because they were on the front foot, Vitality, right? Now, is their game plan going to change, or are they going to even more press the foot and, take a lot more ground? I'm actually excited for this.
Well, we know on the defensive side, the CNED's going to look to take these fights, to look to take the space, specifically down sewers was where he was getting a lot of this multi-fragging potential in the games previously on this map too. They're not going to be facing against a Viper, or they could be facing against a Viper. What's going through your mind, because Vitality, you're only going to get expectations in scrims, right? What are they playing in scrims? What are the murmurs going around, and what the agents are going to look like coming in towards this one? We know that for Foot, they've been running on the single controller, just the KO. The Omen coming in for out of captain, again a KO for Cracks. So we're starting to look at Cracks. Where are these flashes going in combination with maybe Mr. Farland on the breach, with the fault lines as well, to be allowing CNET to dash in towards these sites, to clearing all these corners on the attacking side? Because, I mean, I'm probably looking for just a lot of sheer aggression, because that's what's been working for Foot in these last 2 maps.
They have really good execution, I think really good timing as well. They're very, very patient. They really take the time to really find out information. Again, what you said, the reactive game. Now coming into this particular map, I'm just worried that we're going to be seeing another problem for Vitality. I think might be what's going through my mind right now, that this is going to be Vitality's first ever trophy. And when you see that finishing line so close, what goes through your mind? You start to get a little bit too greedy, and then it's all just crashing down. How do you come back from that? That's the mental aspect of it. But again, we have seen what Foot is able to bring to the table when it comes to Haven. Now my question is, what does Vitality have in terms of counterplay on how exactly they want to work into their executions?
I mean, we've seen them draw on Destrian getting out the Viper. Potentially we get that again coming in towards Haven right now. You get Sender back on an Omen, safe on towards a Killjoy. Runner can go Jet or Raze, depending, and Kicks could also go Sova or Sky. So there's, you know, a couple of agent combinations that could work wonders if you can try to condition CNET away, or condition Foot as a whole to keep control of that toxic screen. It might be a way in which you could start to draw back into this and stop the aggression, you know? Sure. You have to make Foot respect you coming in towards this map, because if Foot aren't going to respect you, they're going to walk all over you.
Yeah, that seems like quite a stretch at this point, because Vitality's mental needs to be as strong, if not stronger, than what Foot right now have. Because Yeruj, he's the new recruit, but that guy's owning this crowd, and he's loving this entire atmosphere.
Yeah, I mean, on top of CNET's, calls for CNET, we also are hearing calls for Yetuj. And we had this conversation, this question, whether or not Yetuj can actually fill up the shoes left by Mosh. And I have to say, yes, he has absolutely earned his spot on this team.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And I'm actually concerned if Vitality can actually, stop depending on Runner this much, because in the first half, he was pretty good. Second half, he became quiet, and Vitality, they dipped. Is this going to be a problem? That's my question.
Yeah, that is going to be what we're going to be seeing answered in this next match. Haven, are you going to be Vitalities, or are you going to go straight into the lap of Foot? Let's see after this break. After that, Kramer Pavlos, you guys are up.
We were chosen. Watch everything we work for fall in line. We gon' give it our all until the end of time. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be standing right here until the end of time. Till the end of time.
It's about staying nimble and focused, ready to take on any challenge. You got this.
Stylish outside, savage inside. Lenovo Legion.
And after that, what do you say, right? And after that, how do you come back from it? I think so many questions have been raised right now, and I think for Vitality to show us why these young guys can bounce back.
Yeah, I mean, Haven up next. It's another 3 bomb site map, and if Lotus was anything to go by, then this is going to be a hell of a map. Having seen the last 2, I'm expecting a 5-map series, I think. I think Vitality now get their acts together. I think now they sort of set themselves up to just close out that lead once they establish it, and then we go to a 5th. We then go to our final map. That being said though, Pavlos, Foot are looking pretty damn good right now.
Yeah, they need one map to close it all out. Foot has been a team that has played it throughout the offseason but haven't changed their comp a single time, and this time will be no different, even after the buffs to Cypher, etc., and all of the other changes. Team Vitality, on the other hand, they haven't shown it, so this is the comp that they are presenting. They themselves have switched into a Cypher this time around.
Yeah, I actually don't mind the Cypher on Haven, especially after the buffs he's recently had. I think he has a little bit more impact than he maybe used to. Now as we get into our game, Pavlos, I mean, the question's going to be, can Vitality establish a lead? And then, can Vitality hold that lead? Because 3 maps in a row now, we've seen comebacks, Pavlos. As we go into our 4th map, I can't help but think it may very well be some of the same.
It may well be the same. It may be the start of dominance from Foot. It may be Vitality finally waking up and figuring out how on earth do you win defense.
How on earth do you win defense? Luckily for them, they don't have to worry about it just yet, but Safe has to worry about the bullets lodged in his cranium as YetaJ opens with a swift and brutal headshot.
But confidence in holding off that left-hand side, although CNED is holding out on A all by himself, so Vitality figure that one out, potentially, we're maybe looking at quite of a change of events. But instead, Vitality look to continue on C, and YetaJ has been spotted, it has to drop back, but at least he's got assistance.
At least he has assistance. He does fall back, 3-man setup on C here. For Vitality now. A man down. What do you hope to do getting onto these sites? Bearing in mind that this duel between Destrian and CNED, the longer it goes on for, the faster the rotations and the more rotation is going to come through for Foot here. Smoke's deployed, 40 seconds left, 35 by the time the execution comes through, and CNED's got a call to action.
He's at least got help now as Captain finds his way to the back of the site, but CNED is the only one for Foot to find the kills. Interestingly enough, Vitality come out on top, and even though Foot didn't want to let them plant, Vitality demanded.
They don't just demand, Pavlos, they insist, they goad, they challenge Foot into trying to retake here.
Runner looking at the right direction. Mr. Falling swings, but it's a crouch.
One enemy remaining.
And YetaJ is quick to win it. YetaJ, the prodigy, shows Vitality how it's done.
You can see the hype appearing for YetaJ now. The glee on the young player.
It's like, I slapped him this way, and I slapped the other guy the other way. It's a slap fest.
It's a fairly accurate description of how that round went for him, to be honest,
true.
Pavlos, because YetaJ, Foot, every player to even get to this 4th map was considered a milestone. Ooh. The fact that they're getting to this 4th map whilst in the lead is even more surprising.
Hey, at least, look, I think Vitality, at least they can take humor about how things have gone so far. I had Safe come past our desk while he was heading back to stage for this map, and he said, don't be too harsh, they're still kids, man. And he's right. Kicks, young, runner also, maybe not as much, but inexperienced is the word. And I think the only one with a similar amount of experience on the other side is YetaJ.
You're absolutely right. And for Foot here, I can't help but think that if they can establish a
Hello?
here,
Do you hear me? Tom?
Challenge if Vitality can even come back from it. Just on
It's
pure
good now? It's work now?
From Lotus, going into Haven. We're on Vitality's map pick, Pavlos. They want to be here. They've got to get off to a good start.
Well, Mr. Fallen chunked down, hindering his confidence. I like that it's kicks this time on the Marshall.
They're sort of spreading out who gets to go with it, aren't they?
Yeah. Fairly dip placement there from Sender, so it might allow
Okay, you can hear me now?
an immediate take over C. But again, you're dealing with pistols.
I think right now, you know, like Vitality already, like mental is already broken. They lost to come back from Sunset and Lotus.
Not good enough apparently. Out of Captain picks up runner, and with 25 seconds on the clock,
It's gonna be really hard for them to like play.
They do keep to the A site.
One enemy remaining.
But they've got it all covered. Don't lose a single player. 2 rounds to Foot.
Vitality, they've lost the win from their sails.
Neon Man, yes.
Sort of their saving grace going between maps has been the fact that they've won the pistol rounds. That's given them their early momentum. It's taken Foot a while to sort of re-establish control. Foot's now, having won the pistol, strong off the bat, up against the full buy of Vitality now. A win here may very well be the start of a win in the series.
Time for a buy round though for Vitality. This is a difference in the previous 2 maps. Foot have actually won the first 2 rounds. So maybe, you know, the 2 teams exchange fates. But this one, CNED's fate is pure extermination.
Oh, this one. It's really good call, like, gonna stun and take control.
Vitality with 2 picks to nothing.
Really strong actually from Big Steps.
Nah, I don't think so. They just not need to go big on solo pick. They just need to like play and like no point to play and now to counter. Oh my god.
2 versus 2. Foot have recovered around. They had no business in being in.
There is no way Cracks just did that.
To be honest, on this call I like it. Like breach stun here. Like breach stun on this line, and after this, Killjoy coming to pick. But to be honest, like this guy react fast, coming to help him. You see, like this one. We just need to compliment him also. This all depends on this.
The Lithuanian needs to really put a stop to Foot's efforts, or else it could all crumble very quickly. If you're mentally drained,
oh, nice one.
There is no way you can go Foot. Demand respect.
And you know this thing, FUT is really good on defense in heaven, so it's gonna be a hard game, very hard game for Vitality also.
Can we even call it a comeback anymore? Vitality, sunken, shallow and lame in the opening of this map.
It seemed there like in Istanbul they were trying to learn.
Wow, this one we need to like Cracks is very good, like you know. Cracks like Q2 and this thing like spray transfer to kill one more, and also Seth. Seth is fifth also.
Look how early the operator is for CNED as well. They want to get this defense ironed out as quick as possible, and well, with CNED feeling it, Runner doesn't stand a chance.
You don't need much to enthuse the crowd. All you need is Cena just taking peaks like that. To be fair, he was so absent the first map and the first half of the second that I guess it looks good on him that now is showing up finally. And yeah, Vitality. I mean, they've got Seekers, they've got some Sheriffs, but there's a 3-player defense here for Foot, and all of them have got some sort of utility. Safe makes his way on site, not without any issues.
One enemy remains.
Quickly, swiftly, and cleanly.
Clean.
Eliminate Vitality.
Very clean, flawless round from FUT.
And we're seeing now
wow.
KO. He is an expert at KO. 7-1, null command already brought out for him. Things seem to be getting better and better for Foot here.
One enemy remains.
A series in which many ruled him out of. On the desk, Pavlos, you said you thought Vitality had this in the bag.
For me, if they play this comp like this one, like this comp, we play with this guy, this guy, this guy. We need to take control, like they can take solo control like A control, they can take B control, they can take C control by them, like this thing. But hopefully they're gonna try to play like that thing. That's what I mentioned. Like check control.
Runner as well. Without it, Foot can continue to dip them. Vitality find entrance, but it's not without a loss. To me, it looks like
oh my god.
And they're taking the shape of Yasajay.
Oh,
can it be cleaner?
Oh my god, come on, Vitality, come on.
They just wait for the smokes to expire. They isolate the 1 versus 1s. The flank comes in the nick of time. And over at the Foot House, celebrations already started.
Oh my god. What is going on here? Oh my god.
I don't think Foot are going to slow down. I think they're going to keep it going.
Tactical timeout.
A second time running, they've had a buy round. Well, Vitality had a buy round, and they've been able to do nothing with it.
very early timeout from Vitality as well. We saw in our previous map, they waited until sort of, I think it was 11 to 11, we saw that second timeout come in.
To be fair, they waited until they started losing rounds, but this time around...
To be fair, if you see on Russell, not Russell, I mean on... when Vitality play on last two maps, in last two previous maps, right? On Sunset, they pause on 11 and 11. On Rotas also, they pause on 11 and 11. I think it's really too late to pause something like this one, because you know, like, we need some time to break their mentality, pressure, like, try to, like, release the pressure from player also. Like, you cannot wait for them until, like, they're 11 on 11 and pause after that, make a lot of pressure to them. It's not good for, like, coach or something else.
Can he show this squad the way? Look, Safe last year in Liquid, they had a slow start to the year, but when it came to playoffs, they showed up. And it's moments, you know, you have to show up in the matches that matter, right? And that's why Team Liquid ended up with a VCT EMEA title and not Fnatic.
We now have
for me, need to call for this one, just try to take control, like try to take control for C and try to take control for A also. Like this thing, they smoke for A long, flashing for A short, and G guy just need to go to take on C control. They just need to take map control. You understand, right? Just need to take control on this thing. Because if you cannot take map control, it's gonna be hard for you to take like advantage or something else. Like you see, they set up on high-low. They already watching B. One guy, KJ still on A. KJ still on A. One guy watching Garage. One guy watching C. Two guys watching B. Like this thing, they already have the control. They can leave KJ because KJ have ultimate for like and this thing, and this comp don't have utility for break Qjoy out. That's right. So it's gonna be easy for them to play like retake on A. Then we just need to make control, like, okay, we're gonna try to take control on C, make them pull rotation on B, and one guy go lurk, like this, to punish this guy. They just need to find where is KJ, because KJ have the setup like ultimate.
30 seconds left.
Through the smoke, a little bit of damage done, but now the lockdown ready to be almost instantly deployed.
Ready use out. So if you see, they're ready to use out also. I mean breach. Up this. Let's go.
And just like that, have full site control.
Yeah, they have full site control already.
Allows the team to just move in position to make it difficult for Vitality to shoot upon the spike. Destrian and Runner, though, end up with kills. This is a Vitality chance. Can they seize it? Kicks again, comes alive. Zenith, operator in hand. Up against three. Vitality can't peek this. At least they can't peek it alone. They need to peek it from all corners at the same time.
Oh, nice one, Vitality.
And so did Foot.
For me on this round, mistake is from on Foot, on FUT, because when Breach do ultimate, like Jet should be the one guy who dash and take the space to punish them. Like you use ultimate for this space, right? So that means like Jet should be like dash to take punish like this guy who running from the ultimate, like run away from his ultimate. It's not like you just using up and styling like this one. It's not possible to, like, you know, take the damage or like take advantage when you use this out. It's the mistake on this out is from like these guys on Signet with operator. But the other also, like when you already control like this on short, if you see in minimum map last out, they smoke this thing, right? One guy stay here, one guy stay here, one guy going to take control. It's not possible. It just need to, like, okay, try to smoke the bomb. One guy smoke here, one guy smoke bomb. When we take control, let's fight. Let this one leave someone for watching through the smoke, and two guy fight, or maybe three guy fight. I think it's possible to win for FUT Russell.
One of these maps have gone the sheer distance, haven't they? Double digits per side nearly every single time, and if not, gotten close.
Vitality setting up the take. The site that worked for them last time, they're going to try it again. Mr. Phelan on the close angle.
They're going back and forth the
And
entire
Yetuje on
time,
the
and
flank
Yetuje has
here.
been able to find himself to the
Oh, he's
back
been
line.
seen,
Safe
Pavlos.
has spotted him. No, he hasn't. That's coming out. Sender picks it up. Vitality, 30 seconds on the clock. Cracks tries to hold down the B site.
They've got to be damn quick here, Pavlos. There's already on site to stop it.
Adekaplan is so quick to beat to the back of the
I
site.
know
Sender is able to deliver it
exactly
finally, but it's still a 4v4. Cracks so close.
Oh.
Safe looking in that direction. Seen it up
Oh,
close.
whoa,
And
whoa,
needs
whoa.
to dash back.
Able to
Chill,
get away
chill,
in
see
time,
that, bro.
but lost the Farley to follow it up. Caught out by kicks. All
Vitality
of the CNED once again.
Able to hold on their composure throughout that chaos. Vitality double up their round score.
Second round in a row as well. We've seen CNED have that operator robbed from him. And bearing in mind, those operators, Pavlos, they get expensive for Vitality. A second round now. This is where they put their foot down. This is where they try to show that their attack side still has teeth.
Wow. Excited. Finally, they got 2 rounds. They just need more clamp down and try to get more.
Defense has been their weak point. Who would have thought? And as soon as they lose a couple of rounds, they're like, time. Let's rediscuss.
I think over the course of this series, we've seen the value in momentum, and we've seen how important tempo can be. So I like the fact that we're seeing timeouts come much earlier in this map than we did on Lotus. That being said though, if this does remain neck and neck, if we do see comebacks established from either side, having fewer timeouts going into the latter stages of this map could be a bit of a risk.
I feel this is a tournament where we could say miracles do repeat themselves, because
Where is Carmel? Maybe in Kolkata. I'm sure he's in Kolkata now.
4 times.
He leave me and let me like coming alone, you know.
Two maps in a row, they secured comebacks. This time, we see the exact same thing happen with Foot. What on earth is going on here in Convergence?
You could say that lightning strikes fast after the GE Furia game yesterday.
That is true. That is true. The thing is, will Lightning strike a 3rd time in the form of a Thunderbolt of Vitality?
Omen ults and Jet ults
Before A.
on both sides. CNED, a 3rd operator being invested in a row now. And look at what that's done to the economy of that. 5 rounds of economy shattered now.
Yeah, I mean that was a difficult shot for Cena to hit, but I feel
No, I'm not in boot camp. I'm coming back to Thailand already.
I like the fact he's brave enough to keep going for it.
Well, he's got the flash to give it another go again, but Vitality are not entertaining that at all.
No,
instead
goes
they
the
fancy
Killjoy.
the C-site.
Now C-site is defended by a Killjoy, a bit of utility, limited utility, and a prayer. And as Vitality shift up, there is no early warning system here.
Yeah, there's a young guy called Yende onto that site. And he backs out because he knows better.
Oh.
But Mr. Fallen hasn't got a choice.
No, and as he's shut down, there goes the substantial amount of Fut's retake utility. Crack's also down to 5 HP. Vitality are looking pretty damn sharp, Pavlos.
Not over till it's over. I'll say that much. Multiple positions taken up. No flank.
One thing, if you face up with this comp, one
more flash drive, I believe.
Sorry, I mean this
Paranoid
comp,
to the side. Oh, safe gets the double.
you cannot let them plan
Denied
easily
the opportunity
on
of a
C
comeback
or
here
A.
in this round. Industrial
If they
with a
plan
final
on
kill
C or A, it's
guaranteed
really hard to
Vitality.
retake because
Keep the
Viper
rounds,
smoke
win
on
after
CT
the
and this one.
Keep them
It's
momentum,
really hard to
Pavlos.
retake or
They
something
keep
like that one.
Oh, so valuable momentum.
Next event when? Maybe on January. I'm not
What is the
sure.
response?
On this thing, I'm
Just
not
three
didn't
ults
heard
in a
about
row.
the schedule.
Yes, you can bring out the Blade Storm
But
now,
hopefully when we
that
come,
economy
we are
will only
ready
take you so far.
to complete
And
this
as
game,
Vitality,
to
a lot of
complete
these
this
rounds have been
region.
converted without the need of
We cannot
ultimates.
like, you see, if you play in this
bringing a
one,
bit of a back of
you
their
play
own
with this
now.
comp, you cannot let them plan on C because Viper can smoke on CT and cover on everything on CT. Also, they cannot let them plan on A, they can cover everything on A also. It's really hard like to retake.
Potential push by Foot. But no such push will be happening. Instead, Vitality feel more comfortable to hold hands.
Cage triggered.
We've got a conga line in the making here on C. I don't think anyone to punish.
No one to punish at all. Yetuje, he was caught out last time on the C execution. He's at risk of being caught out again.
Oh
Pavlos.
shit.
And that's exactly what happened. Destrian picked off. There you go.
Spike down,
As quickly as
C.
that, Vitality get a 2-man, well, 1-person advantage. Mr. Falling.
Yeah, planting C again, and now cannot retake because Viper smoke.
CNED trying to peek over the top of the Cypher cage here. Captain has a trip to worry about. Looks like a teleport past it. Was that her?
I think Seth heard about TV sound.
So much pressure coming in towards spawn and safe hiding out into that corner. It's Vitality that come out on top.
Wow, Vitality come back already.
We were talking about from FUT. We were talking about potentially with that lead. Maybe this is where we see FUT try and close out the series. The answer is no. Vitality, they are not going down without a fight.
I'm interested to see if allegiances have changed in this stadium, everybody. Let me hear if you still think that FUT can take this win. Is there anyone that believes for Vitality? Well,
that answers that.
That answers that indeed.
CNED, once again, the fourth operator of even the half so far. Still yet to bear any fruits from it though. Heading back to that C site. Unfortunately, the rotation has been called wrong. Vitality, they want to get straight onto A here, Pavlos.
Run up. First who ends up. Blades up for Mr. Fallen is in his face. Goodbye. And now it's 4v5 again. FUT are here. They're not going anywhere. The Viper split might be getting some space, but instead it's Kicks.
Kicks coming.
Captain of the smoke poured out by Safe. It's now all on CNED and Yetterjay Pavlos. Two heroes of Lotus. Whoa, legends of Lotus.
Quick! Oh my goodness! Yetterjay is also wanting to be in that fight. But CNED alone tries to do the superhero landing. But no simple rounds like that.
No simple rounds like that, Pavlos. But if anything, that made Vitality sweat. It sure as hell made them worry. They hold on, they equalize, and as we approach half-time, Pavlos, these teams look neck and neck.
I think saying that is an understatement at this point.
Yeah.
We had such a big back and forth, you know? Such a big to and fro.
Yeah, correct. This comp is really good. Like this Viper comp, just like like they can try to take control, cut the news, like cut the news, cut the vision. Like with this wall. This wall can cut the vision for B and A. They cannot know like they already crossed to this, or it's gonna be picking on this also. It's really hard to like predict like how they're gonna play. Also like this one is allowed for like you see, Omen can take smoke like this one early and take this one cut off vision. Also, it's really good comp. Yeah, that's right.
Didn't quite gather that from Sender, excuse me.
Correct. This come like deny of info, but we need to like teach guys to understand like about how to play with this comp. Like take this fight, then you can need to take this fight and deny from this.
5 versus 4 retake.
Something like this one.
Sender still has them from the shadows. He's even found the Omen.
And all of a sudden, FUT right back on top. Seen it in Yetterjay, both winning their fight.
Last player standing.
Wait a minute, Runners alone? Where did everybody go? Where are my friends? And there's a Mr. Falling just Ferrari peeking behind him, and FUT. I've got something to say
maybe
about
6-6,
this.
I think.
No friends, only foes, and well for FUT.
Maybe 6 for 6.
In the FUT house,
for first half. Right now 6 on 5, but I think maybe gonna 6 and 6.
Because this is turning into an
and who win
map
pistol?
Gonna
like win this game,
at
I
the
think.
Footballist Watch Party, they're trying to start a chant here in India. Are they that powerful?
Yeah.
We are going to see Pavlos. We're going to see an aggressive operator come out in the final round of this first half in the hands of Runner. Runner has been slow to get into this map. Maybe the operator is what gives him that kick. 6-5. 1 round left in the half. And as history has taught us, Vitality not feeling that defense today. This is their map pick, Pavlos. Is this where that changes? We've seen a map pick of theirs before, mate. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that
yeah.
Right now.
Just like the trip for like pushing, like this trip can watching like if we coming to commit at B, right? This one like watching cannot like kill this one easily. Also, if we commit on A, if they commit on A, example like okay, let's try to commit on A. One guy pushing from here, they cannot pass on the trip. Because if they're tripping here, they can coming here to stay here and watching for you.
Foot has always come out on
But
top,
this
and
team still
Vitality
have like, you
really
know,
look like they
the
have
weakness
difference-
point
the
is
difference
like
maker
Garage
today.
can push.
Let's see if Cena has anything to say about it this time.
Spotted out, goes for the high ground, avoids the paranoia, and the
Oh,
flash
oh.
Pavlos. The movement is immaculate.
Are we sure he's not a bird? Are we sure he's not a plane? No, he's Super Ned.
We back to C?
Rotation ready to come out with it from the shadows here. 30 seconds left, Pavlos, the rotation's got to be
30
jammed
seconds
fast
left.
here.
Whoa!
Vitality.
To be honest, I think it's not work.
That's a rough one. Yatije would take that freebie.
Zola
Any day.
Captain.
This is a rough one by the captains. They read his position. They don't check him. Destrian just assumes he's not there. Ooh, Foot. They were in such a good position, but Destrian is able to find two.
Oh,
And the
no.
captain from
Oh,
the
no.
not able to do anything. Destrian triples up. And Vitality close it all out. 6-6.
Attack
even
Captain.
at half time.
From Captain's position there, Pavlos, I genuinely thought that was going to be a time buyer. Shut down the plant.
Attack
and then just
Captain,
in the half
this
with the Rolling
round.
Thunder as well to buy even more time. But no, instead, Destrian out of nowhere.
He's
finds
just scary
quick
about,
frags, second
yeah,
cover
he
for the
just
last one.
like, you know, like he just
Vitality
face off Jet,
for a
who
draw
like up
at
that
the end
into
of their
like the
attack.
box
Pavlos,
overhead on him.
elated
So he just like off guard to watching Jet, and after that the timing, Viper come
to
into
really
smoke,
struggle
Oh no.
when it comes to holding
and now like that guy not
especially
got
on
stunned from
three-side
breach.
maps.
Let me
So
put
they
this
play
for everybody watching.
that
Vitality
guy
right now, they're
Viper
not battling
anchor
for
for
it.
them,
Right, okay, they are
like, you know,
on
anchor
surface,
and make the
but
flag for them.
Psychologically,
Like every guy just
they're
rushing to
fighting
kill
their own
to
demons
play, and
right now.
the mistake is
And I
happen.
think that's a big
Okay, I will
opponent.
those teams
going to back to previous round a little bit.
Up there from Vitality.
You see this one. This one Attack Captain try to anchor for this side. After that heard some like jet up daft. After that he turn off.
After they read his position, they don't
Breach use out instant,
check him.
but unlucky. You see, Viper not got the ult. So,
Assumes he's not there.
This guy
Ooh,
marking
Foot.
to CT and kill two guys. So that's why it's a mistake from Attack Captain. Like if he stay a little bit and wait and pension, like okay,
However,
if
it's
Jet
got
coming to
start
kill
a
me,
pistol
just let
round,
him
as
kill
we've
me.
seen from the first half, pistol rounds are very, very telling.
Yeah, correct. It's timing, But for me, I think if you have ultimate, if you have creature ultimate, you can play postman after that. Also, Attack Captain still stay there, so he just wait, like he can wait and play.
Of these teams favor.
Not perfecting, but I think it could be better, cause you have two ultimate.
Vitality gaining some early control in A lobby here. There's a killjoy turret to alert them for a flank, but that would only suggest a flank, not as to numbers and for FUTs. It may be an early plant on this B site.
That is true. I mean, they are hearing that the daggers fell onto that B site, so they do break the bot as they do move forward.
Is it round the world?
Yetije is a chance to bounce.
Oh my god.
Right. It is a switch of positions. A Foot head towards this A site.
One
And
guy
yeah,
pushing,
very
one guy
good.
pushing here, one guy pushing here.
Hang on a second. How many are you good for, sir? None.
Oh.
Runner reads it.
Oh.
The trades are there, spiked down, and now the flanks have to come in.
Vitality has got the numbers. Mr. Fallen hiding out, safe. Finding another position to work with, but it's going to take some time for him to clear all these angles. At a captain showing his presence there is a dangerous endeavor. Zenith finding himself an opportunity to move out of the corner. Foot finding damage. So is Zenith off of that smoke.
Oh.
Fallen is the
I think
final
Foot gonna
player to
win.
get the kill, and that's another pistol going to Foot.
Yeah, correct. Because Jet's gonna be up that over there, right? So, but that guy still want to like drop down into the smoke and try to take more control on that smoke also. So that's why it's like if you're watching for shot, you can like run out through the smoke and punish him like Viper because you know already he gonna coming.
I guess so. And I guess the history of these two teams, especially at this point, I think there's some rivalry being built up here. That they will be able to continue to battle it out for years to come in VCT, EMEA, but for now, Foot seem to have the better end of it now that they've got weapons. Vitality forced the pistols. It's a tough round for them.
Right there.
Man down already. FUTs once again look to get to that B side, a position which they were able to make it to almost completely unscathed in the pistol round. They're going to do so again. almost unscathed in our second as well.
Spike planted.
It's Pan B. And come out to play post pan. What they have? They have aftershock.
They've got full mid control.
They have 2 molly maybe. Don't have molly anymore. They have aftershock. Use it already. They have 2 flash. They can spam with 2 flash again. They have 4 flash.
They're not giving Vitality a chance. And why should they?
Oh.
Demanding respect. And so close to an 8th round, creating a gap between themselves and their opponents.
Vitality, they fall to the spike. They prevent the ult orbs from being given to Fats.
Yeah, they have 4 flashes.
But at 8 to 6,
Like,
Fats
these
holding
4
a lead,
flashes can
certainly
help
second
you a
round.
lot.
Certainly a unique feeling for them, Pavlos. Maybe even a pleasurable
Oh, hi Jatin.
Vitality, a chance now to
Nice
push
to
the
meet you,
full
new
right,
subscriber.
stop this momentum
Hello.
in its tracks.
I wonder what Vitality are thinking right now, right? Obviously, they know they haven't had good defenses. They know. They're not.
Yeah, the formation
not
just
oblivious
look
to
like
that
they're gonna
fact,
try to
but
split on C. I saw
One
the
of the biggest
formation
traps
something
that
like
you
this.
fall
Try to
into
split on C maybe.
when you are
Going to
down
take
a
off
map
first.
like this is to get into your own
TP
head,
here.
stop communicating.
I mean,
Yeah, I
safe
think
to
split
say
C.
that that's already
One
happened.
guy going here.
It's a
Breach
matter
gonna
of
stun
getting
on
out
this
of their
line.
heads.
Another fast play through Garage this time though. Fart's getting ready to just get straight onto the C side. Vitality look like they want to fight for it though.
Yeah, and Dash
Stun.
found himself to the back of the site. Runner realizes he's seen it as pushing forward. Flash coming through. Safe is no more.
Oh,
Wow.
what happened?
Very coordinated with that one. And ends up on top. Just like
Oh,
that,
not
Vitality
yet.
sees
I
him
didn't
play.
learn Hindi. I just learned some like little word,
This may
but
be
it's
one
not
of
the good word.
fastest save calls we've
I just
seen
learned
in
all
this
of the
entire
bad word.
tournament.
Can you teach
They
me?
don't have the confidence, they don't have the man counts or the money.
I'm from
or
Thailand.
the abilities to get onto this C side.
I'm from Thailand. I'm
But
Thai
saw
from
in the first
Thailand,
half,
and
3-0
also I'm the
start
head
to
coach
stop.
for
They of course
recording
win
Valorant
follow-up,
Esports.
But they also win
Okay.
their opponent's bonus round. Well, their own bonus round, sorry.
You're absolutely right, and well, for Vitality.
Yeah, correct. This Molly and this Viper is very good. Like, you know, it's very strong. If you play on CT on this one, if you play with combo with Killjoy, it's very good. Like, if they're coming, you can Molly from here, combine with Killjoy Molly here also. It's very good.
There's just too much going on.
Rifles being robbed as well.
But
Sender,
for me,
the only one who can maintain a
if you
rifle
play this
going
comp
into the
with
next round.
Cypher, I think it's
As
not
things
good.
go
Maybe
from
because
bad to
Cypher have the
worse
cams,
to
right?
even
But
more
the cam
worse.
cannot like. I think that how I say, like, variable is not much as Killjoy. I think Killjoy is good more than
Just
this
like
Cypher.
I think it's clear that I don't think they have battled their demons yet. They haven't been able to get out of their minds.
To be honest, I like KJ.
I wonder if the timeout
You
fixed
too?
it. It hasn't so far, I think. In this,
More
in
than
this game in
Cypher?
particular, it hasn't.
Remember, both teams still have one more timeout to work with, Pavlos. So there is still a chance to break this momentum. But to rely on a timeout to do it means that you're struggling to do it within the game. And that's when your opponents get almost emboldened.
I need a chat. Jatin, do you hear me?
Here, Safe will be able to trade it back out, but come on, you've got pistols. That's enough. Great save. Good for one.
I am Thai from Thailand.
C.
That's all she wrote. Chapter finished.
Or is
And
it?
that
Spike
chapter
planted.
has got double digits as its name.
You're counting runner out maybe a bit too quickly here, Pavlos.
Nah.
Oh,
Or is this
Runner.
where Runner brings it all back for Vitality? Have you heard of the story of Runner
Yeah, what happened to
getting a
that?
1v3 clutch and bringing back Vitality's hopes? But for this one, it's missed falling that's all the way around the world. And there's nothing Runner could ever do about that.
It's gonna be hard for Runner
10-6
right now.
And it may be at this point, Vitality start looking longingly at their coach, hoping that some words of wisdom, some kind advice, or some stern sentences will be enough to bring them back into this.
I don't know. They're looking for a Christmas miracle at this point. We're approaching Christmas. We can get a little bit more festive.
Tom, my mic is work or not?
Three wise men.
I'm not sure.
A Christmas miracle, a star in the sky. They're looking for something. And Vitality need to find it now. Losing this back to crippling economy. and back where Foot could get into match, series, and tournament point.
Oh,
Present
with
under
script
his tree
also.
is the operator, but for But they don't care. Another acceleration onto this C site with Destrian to try and hold.
Destrian importantly takes one down. He doesn't die himself. Cracks though can be brought back to life as he did enable the knock command. Oh, the rolling
my
thunder, though.
God.
There's a lot of pressure in the back of the site. And Seeded will be
Oh,
with
very
Cleveland
good,
all
bro. Wow.
have nowhere to
Oh,
go.
wow.
Have nowhere to hide. Foots are determined.
Oh
to close
my
it out
god.
Right here.
This setup is very good. Wow. To be honest, it's very fucking
Kick
good.
and scream all you want. Sender, this is not written for you. I think Foot have shown us what resilience looks like. They're the ones with the comebacks today. They're the ones that can convert every single disadvantage. Foot, a hair length away.
Sam is weak on
from
foot
reaching
already.
that penultimate round
It's done.
where they can secure that tournament point.
Also, I didn't heard like I didn't see they took pause like Vitality. Did they took pause yet? I think he didn't took the pause.
Having required an even bigger comeback on Lotus, just to limp, beaten.
They paused already, but they paused. You see,
to Haven.
they paused on 11 again.
Do we see them
Why
take
they
the
were
lead?
pushing pause on this
Staring
timing? They only have like 2 rounds for comebacks,
also at the trophy.
like 2 rounds left, like 2 rounds remain for they gonna win on this map. It's really hard to play, like, you know.
They have in their heads, right? That's the thought. It's not their inability to play defense. They
Like
are
this one
really
is not
players.
good.
It's just
If you
that
want
they're
to
in
take
their heads.
pause
They're
from
saying, we
6
can't
to
win
6,
defense.
okay, in the start, they 6 to
11
6,
They
something
haven't
like this.
won again a
Okay,
single round
8
on
to
defense,
6.
Crema.
Now
We've
on
seen
win
comebacks
round, on buy round,
Second round
on win
deficits
round,
before.
how I say like buy round,
We've seen
the
numerous
first buy round,
comebacks from second round
Oh yeah,
deficits
yeah. we've
within
seen
the last
plenty.
few hours.
first
Pavlos.
buy round.
With our Vitality, the ones to do it.
You need to took okay, if they win, no need to
Timeout
took pause.
finished.
If they
Vitality,
lose, something like
they're
this,
out of-
9-6.
They're out of phone a friends.
On second eco, second
Counter,
eco
all
round,
the way from a Blade Storm.
it's gonna be
Murals
10-6.
there, then from
Now
the
you need
shadows
to
wave
took
them.
the pause
Seeded
because
one away from a
the
Blade
next
Storm
round, like
return.
second buy round, is very fucking
While the
important. You
ult
know,
advantage
like
may
this
be with
round is very
Vitality,
fucking important.
I'm seeing so much
You cannot
great
lose. If you lose,
in our score.
11.
In our
And you
scoreboard
pause,
right now.
and this round, okay, they try to force buy with light armor.
Zoom in,
So,
quick
but I think
binoculars,
it's not good because they're gonna try to like
which is
pressure a
why
lot.
Vitality need to bring it all on right now. Runner unable to find the first shots.
You stuck on Immortal 2, right? So I prefer to like you just need to recording
Fight for these sites.
your VOD,
But they'll be
record
more
your
than
VOD,
happy
right?
to respond with slow, conspiratorial
And see
snap
like
control as they
the
set
mini
up
maps,
this assault
like what is
to the
going
A
on
site.
our team. Like if you play Jet, you need to see like I should call the flash for this spot, or I should call stun for this spot, or something like this one. If you play on Breach, you need to see the minimap also like what is your mid take, like you flash too early, or you stun too late, or you flash too late, and try to improve like this thing.
They avoid the info gather as well from Vitality. Lucas kicks backs away. This couldn't have come at a worse time.
I mean, Yatsuji is going on for a
You need to like record VOD and try to like how I say remain, not remain, I mean analyze by yourself what is mid takes. Like the first of the analyze, you just need to see like okay, which role do you play? Like okay, you play Jet. You need to see when you go dash like this thing. Did you combo? Did you comms or not? Like did you check this spot? Did you dash too early before utility coming? Or like you play before utility coming? If you play initiator, you need to see what is happening around you.
But that doesn't matter. Knows where Cracks is coming from. Can he shut it all down? It's kicks to do it, and Vitality are still in the game. They finally get a defense round win.
They strike back, Pavlos. They clap back, but can they make it consistent? Was this just one of those consecrations of light, those flashes of brilliance, those sparks in the pan that you see from players this talented? It's the consistency which separates these two teams now. The gauntlet has been thrown to Vitality. Now it's time to rise, clench it, and bring themselves an 8th. One away from the Seekers, one away from the Blade Storm. First already have a Blade Storm and are from the Shadows to work with. And both teams with the rifles and an A site to fight for.
Again, foot start the approach. Having their eyes set on this A site. Seen it. Oh my God! He knew exactly what he was doing there, and he's not yet shut down. How is Cine not dead? Alive and well, brings his team into the site with him. Runner, he's so desperate. He wants to do it himself. He has to be the hero. That's his feeling right now. But he has been shot down. Gerajay in the front line, safe, bringing his team on his back. Oh,
Oh.
my God! The brilliant save!
My
of this
God,
veteran
save!
Showing why he's in this team.
Duelist at heart, holding that A site against any who dare stand against him.
Save!
Runner, out comes the operator. Oh my word, Pavlos, look at this.
That again.
Let's go, save.
The blessings of a deity.
Yeah, that's well said. It's
Did it take pass?
Do we
the
have
moment that it was required. The moment it was required,
They
it
take
was
pass,
brought
technical
back.
pass already.
Do either of these teams have a
Yeah,
in them,
the timing for
Pavlos?
pause is already
They
good,
can
like
have
you
to,
see.
I think. It depends
They
on
still
how
lead
start
like
throwing
foot
more
call
rounds
pause,
up
they
and
still
Foot.
lead on
I'm
11.
sure that's not the case.
It's time for
Foot
like
come out with a time.
fix our the problem, like what they need
I
to
believe
do,
it's
like
their
this
last
thing
time out
to
as well,
counter them.
Pavlos, so
I think it's good,
free
it's good.
sailing from here on out.
If this is scripted, if someone wrote the script on this, they deserve an Oscar. They deserve an Oscar, they deserve an Emmy, they deserve every award in the world, because this...
They deserve a Nobel Prize, Pavlos.
Oh, we live in a simulation.
Is this reality?
This is not
real
real.
life?
This is not real.
Right there.
My, oh.
All right, Vitality. Got on a round,
Right
they've
there.
got 3 more to go to find that equalizer.
Right there.
Can they get it?
It's got to start somewhere. Runner, ready to get this first pick, looking to duel the breach potentially for this C-long position, for control of this L-Torp.
Is maybe OT on this round? I'm not sure. I just feeling like this map is gonna be OT.
Pavlos. Slow now, they set
But
up,
let's
ready to take Garage, but this is where Runner is sat, waiting, lurking with that sniper. Timing doesn't quite favour him, but first, they don't want to fight it. They go back to B here, Pavlos.
They want none of that. They want to head towards the speed side. There is a tripwire towards the left-hand side of it. Safe stunned up, so entry is more likely than not going to be there for Foot.
Out comes the utility. The set piece goes out. Can Vitality
nice one,
stop it,
Signet.
Pavlos?
Seen it finding an off angle, but they
Oh.
can't find the shot onto the spike planter.
Okay, no OT
and all
maybe?
Of a sudden, where's Vitality? It's Foot all the way.
CNED, these entries have just been immaculate.
And that's the save.
Runner has
Yeah,
to
they're
save.
gonna save. It's
But
already confirmed for
will
12.
make it 12.
After all,
12.
after all that,
Map and series points now as Vitality need 4
Oh, sorry, can I
in a
change
row.
this one to be?
Oh,
with the
on the
blood
bounce.
pumping through Safe's veins after that clutch, he's got to sit back.
Stay down.
And they're being hunted as well, Pavlos. Sir, you are being hunted.
If you want split guard, you cannot ask me. I think I don't like
Gotta
split
hurt for
much.
Vitality.
Player standing.
And for Safe, that's got to hurt, and for Runner as well. No gun safe to the next round.
My, oh, my.
This means
Why? Oh, why? Wow,
after all
wow,
this,
wow.
Foot are one singular round for not only closing out this map, not only closing a series on its own, no. This is tournament point. Vitality expend everything they can. Likewise for Foot. No mistakes are allowed for the Golden Hornets.
They've already had perfect maps so far, Pavlos. To call upon it now for Vitality. 4 rounds. Sounds simple enough. Runner, Blade Storm out. Hunting for this first kill, Pavlos.
Exploration towards mid. Runner as well. Towards that ace side. seen it nearby. This could be a battle of the duelists straight out. They've been going toe-to-toe for this entire series, but it seems like Zenit has been getting the better of them all. Run away, starting to avoid it just in time. You can definitely tell the intention behind Zenit's
Oh, they
action.
try to dash, make some like pull rotation. If you see,
He's a player to watch out
oh
for.
my god, they pull rotation.
And look, they pulled the rotation away.
Yeah, pull rotation away, lifting.
Vitality
One
made
guy
it
stack on
30
here
seconds
and
left
coming back
now,
to this
but they gotta move
to
quick.
execute.
Sender all by himself on this side.
And now rotation is already like flood. This guy gotta hurt everything and punish them. Yeah, this thing. That's what I say.
That's extra distraction. Sender, TP, and fights it back to safety. 18 seconds. Dexter to the back of it. Can't find a thing. Fully blinded. Mr. Falling. Takes him out. Foot. This could be it.
Yeah, it's ending. Congratulations for Foot.
Foot close out the series and win Convergence.
Wow. Congratulations for Foot. They take this one already. GG's.
An unthinkable result.
My word, Pavlos.
8-7-0 for Vitality in map number 2. 10-0 for Vitality in map number 3. End result of both of those maps was Foot's success. And the end result of this series is Foot's victory in India.
But they go after it with all of their strength and sagacity and stern pertinacity. Neither sickness nor pain of body or brain is going to keep them away from this trophy. And what an earned result.
Ladies and gentlemen, your victors of Convergence, give it up for Foot Esports! Bow down, King.
What a performance, Pavlos.
Wow.
What a series of Valorant.
What a show.
One of the best series we've ever had the privilege of casting.
And all right here in Bangalore. Wow.
Wow.
How do we even wrap that up on a bow? Like, that is a package in and of itself. It needs no decoration.
This is the sort of series which orgs base themselves on. This will be referenced from now till the 3rd or 4th season that find themselves in.
Look, this is the 4th time this team is meeting. Well, this organizations are meeting, but this time Foot are continuing the streak of besting Vitality every single time. Analysts, take it away and just let us know what the hell happened. I'm done. Yeah, just take it. Bye.
I mean, we don't get 24 rounds played in this one, but it certainly was not a disappointment whatsoever. 3-1 the final scoreline here in the grand final for Foot Esports.
Absolutely. What a game from the Turkish Giants, and they have absolutely shown what mentality can be at its best ever. This is the reason why VCT EMEA, they placed 3rd, and today they've come in here to Convergence to showcase the fact that they are not going to be withered by any storm that comes in front of them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Airbender himself, Cena, didn't disappoint in the last one there. There was, you know, a little bit of questions as well from Runner, right? Unfortunately, Runner didn't really commit to too much in this one too. You know, the Raze was a little bit of a lackluster scenario throughout this as well. So I'm kind of wondering, was it fatigue? You know, was it nerves? What actually got towards Vitality? Because you got to remember, they have weathered 3 13-11s, 1 victory, 2 losses.
Yeah.
But within those losses, the comebacks from Foot, I mean, that's just got to be shattering.
Yeah, it definitely is something that breaks your heart, especially if you're on the opposing team as well. Because if you're watching yourself and your teammates go up 7-0 up, 10-0 up, and you're comfortably in a spot where you can say, you know what, guys, this is going to be our game, and then to watch all of that drown in front of your eyes, you just lose out on everything as you just get flooded by the power of these Turkish players.
Yeah, I mean, CNED, he's got the crowd on his favor. He's got 7.
Okay, guys, I need to go. It's really enjoy for stay with you like in this time. I need to go right now.
Security
Let's see.
fence.
Bye bye.
I don't know how on earth they
See
got
you
up
again
those
on
stairs.
next streaming.
I imagine, do we have like a tiny lift?